Hello, people. Oh my god, ew. Oh my god. Freaking Twitch. The volume's always on. I don't even watch anyone on Twitch. Okay, whatever. This music's too loud for me. Hold on. I need to turn it down. Okay. Okay, I'm warning you, I look bad. Hi. It's me. Makovnik, thank you for the 41 months. Oh my gosh. He's been a mod for the beginning of time. How's everybody doing? Sorry, I didn't stream for a while. I'm sure you all know why. There's been a little bit of drama. So yeah. Hello Lita, hello Toasty, hello Makovnik, hello Captain Durf, hello Pick, hello Average Gamer, hello Raw, hello Dawn. Okay, hi. I did not stream with Emaru, but I'm just gonna answer this now, so I don't have to answer it again. I just want to say, like, okay, all of my regulars in here, like, all of y'all already know, I talk about these things regularly. Like, I talk about whatever happens to me all the time. Like, everyone's used to it. Everyone knows, like, the details of my life, you know? So it's normal, and it definitely wasn't my intention for any of that to blow up. And because I talk about this stuff all the time, and I just didn't think anything would happen from that. And no, it was not about Emaru. Yeah. People were very, very cruel to me and said some horrible things. And it's like, it wasn't my intention for it to seem like anyone in particular. And, yeah, people were really mean. Even though I was just kind of like venting like I always vent. I mean, if you've been to any stream of mine, you know I vent about every single thing that happens to me. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I'm a little sad that everyone was fucking shitting all over me. But, I think it'd be like that, to be honest. Ugh, I'm just wearing a wig. I was gonna cosplay Ari, but it didn't end up happening. Look at my bunny. He's so cute. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's been a little... I didn't stream because I was scared of all of the people. Because I was getting so much hate. And I was like... Bruh. So I was a little scared to stream. And the thing is, I'm used to people hating on me. But I'm used to people from my own, like, space hating on me. So, like, people who already know of my existence. But these people were just, like... people on Twitter and Reddit shitting all over me, and it's like, y'all don't even know me. And, so yeah, that was a little, it was a little stressful. Hi, Dark Eggy. Yeah, I guess you are living under a rock, Makovnik, because what the hell? I'm surprised, like, no one else is really talking about it, but I'm glad. Is that a guitar on the background? Yeah, I have two guitars. I have this one, which is the Avenged Sevenfold guitar, and then I have a regular guitar signed by, was it Trey? Trey Parker. Oh my god, yeah. It's really cool. But the one signed by Trey actually doesn't even work. Talking about what? Just this really bad drama that happened. And again, like, I'm being talked about by freaking XQC. I hate that guy. I want him to stop talking about me. Not fun, but but yeah, why do I kind of look like Michael Jackson? Or should I say hee? I look like Michael Jackson, do I not? I look like Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm ready to end the stream now. Big news for unemployment, right? Like, the fact people cared about that so much. And they're also, I look like Michael Jackson, do I not? Oh my god, bro, I can't keep streaming. I need to end the stream. It's because I'm not wearing eyeliner. I put waterline, but I didn't put on eyeliner because I dropped it and I was too lazy to clean it, so I was like, whatever. New wig? No, this is an old wig. I should put on eyeliner then, because I look like Michael Jackson and I'm pissed off now. I don't want to. I thought I would look like an Instagram baddie with this wig on, but now that I'm looking at myself, I don't have another wig in here. Okay, I'm lying, I do, but I'm lazy. Let me make myself a little girlier. No, I look like Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm pissed off. I'm actually pissed because you know what, it's fine. In case you're wondering, I did post content. You guys want to go see it? Yeah, I was really stressed. I'm just like, here, how about if I show my ears? I was really stressed the past few days because I was like, shit, I have enough haters, but I just got a bunch more. New TikTok? No, but I can post a TikTok if you want me to. I can't do that. Dude, I just look like Michael Jackson. Oh my god. Play blanket. I actually quote that so much. No, new other content on the other place. Cute hair, love it. Thank you, Coffee Cup. I like your name. It's really cute. Hi, Poke Lesbian. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of over now, though. So, I'm glad I can go back to chilling. Because I love to chill. Yeah. Where? Okay, so I have some bad news, actually. So here's the thing. I decided I'm not gonna get any more pets after the guinea pig incident. And I was like, you know what? I'm just not getting anything else. No more cats. No more bunnies. No guinea pigs. Because it's just like, I'm fine with what I have right now. I love my babies, and they're also really expensive, so I can't like afford any more like vet shit. But I've been guinea pig incident. Did I not tell you guys about what happened to the guinea pig? I hate that I look like Michael Jackson right now. Okay. I adopted a guinea pig from PetSmart, okay, and you know, they looked at the little guinea pig and they were like, all right, here you go, here's a guinea pig. And I was like, oh, perfect. So I got home, I set up the cage, I got all the food and toys and blah blah blah, and I noticed his little ears were scaly, like the skin was peeling off. And I was like, that's not great. And over the next like 2 or 3 days, I noticed like he was losing fur around his eyeball, so like this right here. And it was also like peeling too. And then there was blood on his ears. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? So I called them and they were like, okay, bring him back and we'll fix him up. And when I brought him, they were like, oh yeah, so, oh, it looks like this guinea pig has, ringworm. And I'm sorry, I'm like, ringworm? So you sold me a guinea pig that obviously had a ringworm, and you didn't say a single thing? Which, by the way, it's contagious. I've had ringworm with all of these cats before, and when it spreads to every single cat. And so, yeah, I was like, alright, I'm never buying from PetSmart ever again. You guys fucking suck. So yeah, I'm never doing that again. But back to my original story of what I was saying. So you make some room every night and sleep on that bed. No, this is my South Park bed. It's only for South Park reasons. Yeah, no one actually got ringworm, which I'm really glad. But the thing is, when I first got him, I would hold him because, you know, when you first get a pet, especially if it's a baby, you want to like hold it a lot and blah blah blah. Let him get used to you. So I held him around my cats. My cats have sniffed him. They've been near him. And he was all over me. And thankfully, I didn't get any ringworm. Can you quote South Park? Michael Jackson. Play with me, blanket. Play with me. Let's play. Yeah. No, that's ignorant. Alright, I guess this is officially my South Park Michael Jackson cosplay. My sister and I got a guinea pig from PetSmart 2 years ago and it had seizures. Like, and the thing is, I think like PetSmart, I thought it was Petco, but I think PetSmart also does the pet meals. So they're just continuously bred and like treated like total crap, which is really sad. So I'm never doing that again. And I feel ridiculous that I even did that in the first place. I was just so like, oh my god, I've always wanted like another guinea pig. Hi Simon, hi Genji, hi Slug, hi Roberto. Yeah, anyway. So, I've noticed with Cartman, which is my bunny, you might have seen him wandering around a little bit, he's just not happy. And I try to let him roam around this room, and I give him his little fruits and veggies, and I give him attention, and I pet him, and what the fuck is this room, bro? What do you mean? This is my South Park room. Get with the times. Anyway, I give him toys to play with, but he's just not happy. And I'm like, I don't know what to do, because the thing is, I had other bunnies before, but I thought they were girls. The people who sold me the bunnies were like, yeah, these are girls. I was like, oh, perfect. Okay. So it needs some tidying. It's literally clean. It's literally clean except for the bed. Look at that. It's literally clean. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about. Right, so, he's just not happy. So, even though I said I'm not getting any more pets, I'm gonna have to get him a lady mate. Not to breed, but, a spayed woman to give him. Because apparently boys do better with girls than other boys, which makes sense because the girls that I thought I had that were actually boys, they'd fight a lot, and I had to keep them always separated. No, I do take him outside. I do take him in the grass, and he'll like just sit there. And he eats his fruits and veggies, he eats his food, he drinks his water. I just recently took him to the vet, he seems fine. But yeah, I do let him outside, but he's just never happy with anything. And I'm not sure what to do. And when I pet him, he gets really submissive too. So he's not like happy or comfortable, he's just like, okay, I'm just gonna allow this. And it's like, I don't know. So if he's not comfortable with me, I'd prefer him to have like a friend that he could actually like play with and he can be excited, because he's just so depressed. And I'm just like, I'm talking about a cat, not a cat. I'm talking about a bunny. Yeah, see, look, it's clean in here ish. I did go over the Twitter thing. I'll mention it one more time. People saw the clip without any context really, because the thing is, I was actually complaining about the fact that people always side with like women abusers, and everyone sided with the culprit, and everyone thought it was about Emeru, but it wasn't. That's not who I was talking about. And people thought I was trying to expose her, but the thing is, if you've been to my streams before, you'll know I talk about this stuff all the time, and this wasn't me trying to like cancel anyone. So like, yeah, it's not about Emeru. And man, people were shitting all over me. So yeah, but I think that's crazy that I literally was talking about that in the stream. And that's exactly what happened. So I was proven right. But yeah, it's not about her. So yeah, that's it. Does he have, he's neutered. He's neutered. He was neutered last year, actually. But it was out of context because, and people were saying, so people were adding in random shit that wasn't even about the person who I was talking about. So you guys know I was groomed by a guy when I was 15, and everyone was saying that she did that when I was 15. I was like, I didn't know her when I was 15, and it's not even about her. And I'm just like, oh my god. And I don't know, a lot of it was just like so random just to like make this situation look terrible. But yeah, I'm on good terms with her. I don't really talk about her because we don't really talk to each other. I mean, we've been talking like now, of course, because of all that happened, but yeah, I mean, we're chill, and I mean, yeah. I didn't say it was her, though. I never said that was her. But, whatever. Back to what I was originally saying. He needs a friend, and I'm talking about a spade girl. Because he's just so sad. Look, he's literally hiding under the bed. And it's like, every time yeah, that's why I'm literally talking about it right now, because people are asking me. What do you mean? I've seen it. But yeah, and the thing is, so I can pick him up and pet him, but he hides, and he doesn't really come out to play. I mean, you guys have seen him. I always like have him in the background of my streams. And yeah, whatever. What a shadow heart. This is my Michael Jackson cosplay. Thank you. But I don't know. I want I'm hesitating because it's like, if I do get him a friend and he does not like her, then I'm just gonna be stuck with another bun that I can't have out at the same time. And every time he's in here, that's his free time to run around and play and all that. But then if I get another bun and I had to keep them separated the whole time, then that's just gonna mean less time for Cartman to play and less time for the new bun to play. Like, and they wouldn't be together, so it's like, it's probably gonna end up being the same problem, and it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What other thing are you talking about? What did I do? I'm not giving anyone grandchildren, okay? I'm not even giving anyone children to begin with. Yeah, our collabs were really fun. You can't just say you know, because I actually have no idea what you're talking about. Like, dude. I have no idea what you were talking about right now. Look, you can see him in the back. You can see him in the back. Oh, come here, baby. Come on, honey. You want to go eat your little veggies? They're so yummy. He loves his little veggies. I'm so confused. What are you talking about? Yeah, anyway. Anyway. Um, yeah, but I know bunnies are so adorable, but they are so stressful. So I don't know. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find a potential bunny and see what she's like and go from there. Hopefully she'll be social and she'll be okay with other bunnies, but I'm not just gonna settle for any bunny. Sounds bad, but I want him to have like a playmate and not someone like terrified of other buns. A dream pet to have? I always wanted a pet fox, but I think foxes eat cats and bunnies. So that'll never happen, but I have a girl bunny, but she's 10 years old. That's old. I think bunnies live for 13 to 15 years old. But yeah, I'm like, by the way, I discovered something about myself I'm not happy about. And this is really weird. Okay, so if there's any girls in the chat, you might know what this is. I saw it on TikTok last night, and ever since then, I've been freaking out low key. It's called lipedema. Okay? Do you know what lipedema is? Anyone? Anyone at all? Anyway, so it's basically like these pebbles of fat that are hard. So, okay, so you know what regular fat looks like, right? It's the yellow stuff, and it usually just looks kind of like this. But lipedema is like your nodules that are like rocks. They're usually like this big. And I've discovered that I have them. They're also woman only. Guys don't get this. I might be able to kind of show you, but so okay, so on the softer parts of your body, okay, this is my safe arm. So you see it like right here, all of this. If I press down right here, I feel pebbles under my skin. It's like rocks. Like, and if you're a girl, like just like feel around the soft parts of your arm right here. Like, and especially right here, I have them right here. They're basically like rocks. I have a picture if anyone's curious what I'm like talking about, because I bet I'm not explaining this right. Okay. Wait, let me make sure this isn't. Okay. Look, that's what I'm talking about. It's these little fat things. That's what it looks like, and this is regular fat, and that's what I have. It can be removed with liposuction, I think, but I've got it really bad, like on my inner thigh. And the thing is, so if you have that, even if you lose weight, people can also be like underweight and have this. I think if they've gained weight and lost it, they'll still have it. Yeah, it's gross. But I've always wondered because, okay, I'm losing weight. I'm losing a lot of weight, but there's like parts on my body that are just not getting skinnier. And it's in particular like my inner thigh. So I felt it, and oh my god, like literally there is like different size like rocks under my skin. And it's in this really fat part, and it's fat I can't get rid of. I haven't seen a doctor about it because my doctor is a guy, and I really don't want a guy feeling me up. But yeah, it's not even just that. So like my calf, I feel it in my calf. I feel it on my outer thigh, just not as much. So you have to eat anti-inflammatory foods. So bread is no. You basically have to be on this keto diet. What if it... Okay, the thing is... You know, I don't want to say if my... I'm not gonna say. Because... Anyway. But... I just don't want to be filled up by... That's immature. That's not immature. I've literally been sexually assaulted by men. I don't like men touching me. But yeah, so like under here, I really feel it. And the thing is, I've always kind of felt it. There, dude. Yeah, and I don't want to be seen by a dude gynecologist either. Hello? Just because they exist doesn't mean I want a man touching all over me, especially down there. That's ignorant. Swimming helps with hers. Really? Okay, I might have to try that. But, and also compression stuff can also help. Urgent care. But, yeah. I don't know why this is, like, being a problem with y'all, but can you just, like, understand I don't want a man feeling me up? Like, why is this a problem? Hello? What? Why is this a problem? Why are you guys complaining about that? I literally have, like, rocks under my skin. What the fuck? See, like, this is why I just don't understand sometimes. But, anyway. He's not feeling you up? You know what I'm saying. Don't be stupid. Like, actually, don't be fucking stupid. Even I'm not even, when I see my gynecologist and she's a woman, I still don't feel great about it. But I trust a woman more than a man. What? Oh my god. Well, the thing is, I don't think you can lose it, but I think they can get smaller, is the thing, depending on diet and exercise and the compression. But basically, I can't eat bread, and I love bread. Like, I've already been avoiding bread, but I just got this delicious bread. Bro, I'm a chick. Okay, and I don't care. You're still being stupid. What? Escape America. No, our food is unhealthy. You know what I saw recently? Like, a lot of food, not even just like junk food, the ingredients have changed to way worse stuff over time. Which is really depressing. So like Doritos, let's see what else. You know those Jimmy Dean sausages? They used to be made with actual like pork, and now they're made with like pork and like chicken mixed into it, and they don't even tell you that. It's in the ingredients. But Oreos is another thing. Shit like that. Go off to an Asian sauna? What do you mean? Can we... Oh my god, can you guys not be stupid right now? You understand what I mean. Like, obviously doctors aren't feeling you up in that kind of way, but to check for lipedema, they're actually gonna have to like feel me. Not in that way, but you get what I'm saying. And I just am not comfortable with that. I don't want that. Guy or girl. I mean, I prefer a girl, but girls don't say bruv. I actually say bruv sometimes. Yeah, Oreos, Doritos, Gushers, other shit like that. It's sad. But that's in America, by the way, so I'm pretty sure, McCovnick, you're not American, so you probably don't have to deal with actual crap in your food, but yeah, Oreos. I think Oreos used to be gluten-free, and now they have gluten in them. It's like, why? Sun Chips, I think. Sun Chips. I think Pop-Tarts. Shit like that. You need natural chicken or rice or something and vegetables. I know that. I'm literally just telling you what kind of foods in America have changed over time. Yeah, I've already been trying to avoid carbs as much as I can, but now I'm actually gonna have to like try really hard because bread and stuff is gonna make all of this so much worse. It's crazy, like barely pressing down on my skin, you can feel it. And okay, this sounds stupid, no one judge me, but when I would feel this back then, I was always like, oh, those are just my blood cells. I'm actually so fucking stupid. Let me see if I can kind of show you. Because if you pinch the skin like this, you can see like the rocks, but you can't really see it here. But I have a picture of like my inner thigh. I'm not going to show you guys because that's kind of inappropriate to be showing my stream. But yeah, I pinched the inner thigh and you can literally see the rocks under my skin. Is that not horrific? Oh my god. Like, bruh. Yeah, so even junk food, which already is unhealthy, back in the day, it was a lot healthier than what they're selling now. And it's all because they're being cheap and they don't want to use the real products anymore. So, yeah. What is this guy like high? What is this guy talking about? Oh, I haven't even looked to the right side. I mean, alright, dude. Whatever. What a weird guy. The fuck? The thing is, I don't even know what he's saying. Like, I don't understand half of what he's talking about. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, bread too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. But I feel like we always get people like that in chat. Like, once a stream, we'll get, like, losers who don't know what they're saying. Wrong way. Oh, look at him. He's a baby. Yeah, you just, look at him. Oh my god. Yeah, I just can't eat any inflammatory foods, but I'm just mad. Because it's like, the worst parts of my weight, is so even though I'm losing weight, what I've always hated is the flabbiness of my arm right here. Right? Like, oh my god, you can really just feel the lumps. And then the flabbiness of my inner thigh. I'm sure, like, you guys have, if you've seen the inappropriate stuff, you guys have seen how they look. They're like, they don't, like, naturally curve out like this. They, like, are like this. And I'm talking about against the, you know what I'm talking about, that region. But, instead of going like this, it's like this. And there's just so much, like, fat and, like, looseness. And even though the rest of my body is, like, losing the weight, these areas won't go away. And I know working out will help, but, like, it's always been such a problem for me. Yeah, like the new look, thanks. Yeah, what's up, Michael Jackson? Lunch lady arms? I know, I've always been insecure about my lunch lady arms. I've always been so insecure about that. I know, he's such a baby, look at him. He's just trying to get into my South Park stuff. You're making a lot of sweeping generalizations that cannot benefit you. What the fuck are you people talking about? I don't even know anymore. A tens machine? That might help. Let's see what that is. Oh, one of those like vibrating patches or something? Your content schedule has been super strong. Thank you. I know, I'm getting more into it, which is... It's nice, but god, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Yeah. I just... But a lot of people get rid of it with liposuction. but I don't know how expensive that is, and I just like I'm trying not to spend too much money. So it's like, God, if it's over like I know it's gonna be over $1,000. If it's over $1,000, I can't do it. I'm so pissed because I've always hated these areas so bad. I've always wanted like those stick thin arms that people. Where did this come from? I've got like a scar right here. Definitely wasn't self-inflicted this time, but 5K. All right. Saving money for something big. No, I'm just trying to save money. Taxes have been actual fucking hell, and I'm just trying to save money. Extra tissue can resolve itself over time. I hope so. It's just like I just don't like it. I don't like it, and it especially sucks when I'm like wearing like a swimsuit because you can really see it there, and then everyone else can see it. Electric impulses to exercise muscles. Does that work though? Because I've seen that on like TikTok. Ugh, I look too much like Michael Jackson. God. You're beautiful. Don't think about surgeries. Thank you, Roberto. I appreciate that. But honestly, like, if I were to do lipo, it wouldn't be like, it would be more to get rid of the bumps. Oh my god, it's actually so disgusting. It's actually so nasty to like feel that now that I know what it is. I thought it was natural and that everyone had that, but apparently not. Cryo freeze. Good. Property taxes, yup. I'm late. Why are we getting lipo? Okay, so Peggy, there's this thing. I don't know if you're a girl, but this is a girls only thing apparently, like a woman only thing. Girls can get this thing called lipodema, where it's basically like rocks under your skin. Julie, I'm talking about the rocks in my skin. I asked Julie too. But yeah, I would get lipo to get them like removed, pretty much. But I would have to be able to afford that first place. The lipo. I don't want to know what the lipo videos look like. That sounds really scary, honestly. Should I look that up? The taquitos were okay. I managed like 3 bites and I got really full, so I didn't even like eat all of them. I ate like 1/2 of one. Yeah, our rocks. You know what we should do, Julie? We should like get our rocks removed and then swap them and then insert each other's rocks into ourselves. So we can like always have a piece of our rocks inside of each other. Okay. I lost 4 stone in less than a year using Ribelsis. It's like Ozempic but in tablet form. Oh, I heard. Whoa. I heard that GLPs can get rid of them ish. Actually, it's characterized by a buildup of adipose tissue leading to symptoms like pain, tenderness, swelling, and easy bruising. You do bruise easy, and look at my leg. Hold on, look at my leg. Look at that! What the fuck? Like, bruh, I can feel the rocks right here by the. Also, look how hairy my leg is. Yeah. Girl, like, I don't even know where this came from. Ah! Bruh. Ew, yeah. My legs are really disgusting. Yeah. Did anyone see my foot? I hope not. Dude, I think this is why we bruised, Julie. I think it's straight up because of the rocks. The rock. The rock. Look at him. Dang it. This way. Look at him. Eek. Poke. Actually more hair than I have. Do you want to see it like up close? Like, look at that. Look at my hair. I haven't shaved since January. Ugh. Okay, but what do we think about me with like black hair? Long black hair? It's giving Amy Lee. Yeah. How is this gooning? I'm talking about rocks. I'm talking about fat rocks. Oh my god. What happened there? Why you bruise? I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, I just get random bruises. Not as much as like other people, like Julie, but I do get random bruises, and I don't know what they're from. Looks good, BBG. Do you think I look like Michael Jackson, Julie? Michael Jackson, Julie. Do I look like Michael Jackson? Hee hee! Play, play, blanket, play! Kills Kenny. No. Oh. Look at him. He's a baby. Oh, look at my baby. Play, play, blanket, play. Okay, now you do. What the hell? That was just my regular face. Okay. Vocals for Spirit Box. I don't know what Spirit Box is. Maybe not straight. Oh. Oh, my hee hee. Hee hee! Sorry, Cartman. Maybe it's a condition. What, Michael Jackson condition? This one looks amazing on you. I know. Look at me. Random bruising could mean you're haunted. I'm haunted by my past mistakes. After, yeah. I don't know if it's being haunted, but I don't know if I streamed about this, but there was a time when I had like this little episode where I saw this like creature, like two different creatures. It might have been the same one. I saw one like later, like a few hours later, standing over me. And it was like, I'm pretty sure I told you guys about this. It was January. Back in January. Did I tell you guys about that? Or low iron? I don't know. Look at my eyelid. Does that look like low iron? It wasn't sleep paralysis. So it was actually really weird. I woke up in the middle of the night like I usually do to go piss. And I woke up and there was this like line, I guess, of light on the bed. So about where like my legs were, or like my pelvis, legs or pelvis area. And it was like this line, and I was like, that's really weird because my curtains were closed all the way. There's no possible way a light could have gone through. And even if by chance the curtains were somewhat open, I've been awake. I wake up 3 times a night to go pee. I pee a lot, okay? And I've never seen a bright white beam of light ever. Not ever. And I was like, it wasn't sleep paralysis because you know what happened? I like sat up and I looked down and I was like, oh, like, where's this coming from? So I like looked, I just kept looking at it, and then I sat up, and even when I moved the blanket off of me, it was still on the bed. So I stand up and I go to the window where the curtains were closed. They were closed all the way. And I opened the curtains, right? And there was no white light. And even with the curtains open, the beam of light was still there. And then I think I closed it. I closed it tight, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna close it all the way. All the way. And I made sure there wasn't an inch of light showing of like a window, I guess, right? And it was still there, and I remember reaching out to touch it, and I touched the bed, and I felt the beam of light. And the thing is, I can't remember if when I touched it, the light hit my hand or not, or if it was just there. I can't remember. But I think I went to go pee. And then I laid down and I started crying. I just started crying because I was like, oh great, I'm having another episode. That's fun. And then I can't remember if this happened the same night. I'm just gonna assume it happened the same night. So I wake up, I'm laying on my side like this, and I look up and it's bright in the room. The sun's already out. It must have been like maybe 7 or 8 in the morning. There's light, right? And I look up like here, like that, and I see this, like, I can't really describe it. It was like kind of green, maybe like draped in lots of like ragged cloth, I guess, with this like claw-like hand, and it kind of like, let me see if I can. Oh look, he's eating his little stuff. He's so baby. And it did this, so it just floated towards me like that, with its hand out like this, floating towards me. And it wasn't sleep paralysis again because I could move. I could move and I could feel my heart beating like crazy. And I was like, great. And then I went back to sleep. And then I woke up, maybe, I don't know, an hour, a few hours later. And I was on the other side now. I was laying on my other side, but instead of like that, it was like this. And it was on the other side of the bed, but it was above me. And it was another, like, I don't know if it would be a hand. I can't remember if it was like a face or a hand, but it was like coming at me. And I blinked, and it was gone. And I'm like, alright. So yeah, you know, that's fun. And another thing that used to happen to me, I think when I was 15 or 16, I woke up to my bed shaking like crazy. I'm talking like full on rumble. Like, I don't know if like that. Like, oh, the whole bed shaking like crazy. I could demonstrate with that, but I think Cartman's under there and I don't want to scare him. And I woke up and I sat up and the bed was shaking and then it stopped. And it wasn't me. I was literally 94 pounds. I don't think my fucking tiny ass body could have handled that. Shaking the entire bed like crazy. And it's happened, I think, 3 other times outside of that. I remember I used to sleep on Discord, cringe, with the guy who was grooming me when I was like 15. And he woke me up because he was like, can you stop tapping your fucking laptop? And I wasn't. Like, I was full on asleep, but it was like knocking against the wall like that, like rapidly. And I was like, that wasn't me, dude. Hi, Henry Berry. Hi, G-Man. Hi, Fabio. Hi, Leaning. Hi, Crush. Sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to greet people. But hi. I was rambling. But, it was weird. It was weird. Anxiety demon? I don't know about that. I have recurring nightmares of someone recording me outside my window. That's scary. I hate reoccurring shit like that, dude. I actually hate that. Oh my god. Because it feels like when it happens over and over, it feels like it's a sign that something is gonna happen. Or like something did happen. And your mind's like being like, hey, this happened. And you know what happened to me one time? I had this dream of a backyard catching on fire, like a forest burning down in flames. And guess what happened? I think a day or 2 later, there was a forest fire in the specific backyard I was thinking of. I was like, oh, okay. Motu, it's a Native American spirit demon you're describing. Let me Google that and I'll look into that a little later. Oh my god, you can see the, yikes. There ain't nothing about that anywhere. Crab people, crab people. The same nightmare about the guy outside your window? That's just, okay, you know, like, what we need to study more of? We need to study sleep more. Like, okay, I think we need to, like, put all of our money, not us, but, you know, scientists, all of this money that the government has and put it into studying sleep and space. Because the dreams? Because, okay, I need someone to explain deja vu. Explain that. It's happened to me so many times where I dream about something and then I literally get deja vu because I'm in the middle of doing what I dreamt about. How is that like a thing? It's your brain tricking you? Is it really? Oh my god. Hi, Blaze. I love space. I was low-key like thinking like, you know, if my life fails, I want to go to like college and maybe do like cosmology or something. But apparently you have to be really smart at math to do any of that. So I won't be studying space as much as I love space. It's what your brain shows you. What about people with sleep diaries, dream diaries, I guess they're called? Like, what if they write it down and then it happens to them later? And that means, like, it really did, like, they really did predict the future. Derealization is maybe that may be what happened. I don't know. I really don't know. I think that's weird that some people do have abilities like that where they can predict things. I think that's weird and I wish we knew more about it. Because, I mean, people be having superpowers. Have you had a lucid dream before? Let me tell you about my lucid dreams. Almost every lucid dream I have, as soon as I realize I'm in a lucid dream, the first thing I do is try to get fucked. I remember this one I had when I was really young, and I was like, oh, I'm lucid dreaming. And I was like 13. And the first thing I thought of was Car Cat from Homestuck and like having sex with Car Cat. Dog. Bro, I was crazy back then. I don't know why Car Cat of all people in the world. But I was like, it was like Car Cat was there and I was trying to get freaky. And usually like, we didn't actually get freaky, but I was trying. I was like, sex, sex, sex. And then my dog's barking woke me up and I was really fucking pissed. I was like, are you kidding me, dogs? But yeah, I don't lucid dream. I haven't lucid dreamed in years. But every time I did, I would be like, sex, sex, sex now. It was really bad. Bro, I got problems. But apparently having sex in your dreams or lucid dreams means you're having sex with a demon. That's what people say. I don't know if there's any, like, fact about that, but you know how many demons I've had sex with? I look like Michael Jackson. I'm so mad. But yeah, I have had. And in one of my lucid dreams, I hung out with Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn, and I was on the King's Row map from Overwatch, and I was flying around like Mercy. Precognitive premonition. Yeah. Get lucid dreams to have work. That's me too. Something in my dreams. Second streamer I've seen who wants to fuck a Homestuck character. Okay, well, I don't currently want to fuck any Homestuck characters, but back then I did. Cause I had a huge crush on all of the Homestuck characters, but yeah. I miss Homestuck. That was some crazy times. I had some crazy nightmares, unfortunately. When I have them, it stays for weeks. So you have them repeatedly? Dude, I love flying in lucid dreams, but it's one of those flying where it's like, you jump up high, and then you go back down. You don't continuously fly. You just go up, then down. And I hate that. It's like, bitch, let me fly all the way. That's like my dream superpower. I want to fly. You know what's weird though about what you said, Intrepid Boss? I think like, I feel like maybe back in the day when other human species were around, there probably was such a thing as magic. Like these senses, they like people with crazy good senses. I feel like that probably was a thing. I don't know, that's just me. I feel like anything was possible back then. We don't really have like much to go off of or whatever, but like, isn't that interesting that there were other species of humans and we don't know much about them because they were all killed off because of the uncanny valley or whatever? Like, that's crazy to me. Like, they probably had some freaky shit going on, right? Right? Yeah, you've never been able to fly? I struggle with flight so much in my dreams. So yeah, I don't think I used to be able to like really fly either. Website called Goodbye in Dolphin Dreams. That's an interesting name. What you'll believe will be your reality. If you believe in ghosts, your brain. Paranoia. Stealing candy. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I wish we knew more about, like, people and their freaking brains. It's so interesting. That's actually... How is that racist? I'm talking about other species of human beings, not other races. What? No, but like, yeah, other human species used to exist, but what is it, Neanderthals that killed off all the other species? How's a species exist? I'm literally telling you facts of history. What? But yeah, I feel like, because a lot of people think that giants were real way back then, and apparently there's proof, but I haven't looked into it. But isn't that interesting that, like, Neanderthals got extinct? Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. But that's, like, interesting that apparently giants existed, so what else existed? Right? What else was out there that we don't know about because it happened so long ago? I just, like, it freaks me out because it's like, that's so weird. Is that not so weird? There weren't giant humans. Okay, well, that's what people say. I never said there were, but I'm saying that people say that there were giants. Actually, that might be said in the Bible. I don't know if that's from actual, like, facts from history, but I think the Bible talked about it. I don't know which Bible, but, Neanderthal DNA. Yeah, technically. I dream with alien creatures many times. The truth I'm playing. Yeah. Horror games will do that to you. I just think that's so weird. Like, I don't know. And what's the worst part about it is that if what science says is true, that when we die, we're just gone forever and we don't like see an afterlife or whatever, then that means we won't get all the answers of life after we die. Like, what I'm hoping after people die, I'm hoping that, you know, we suddenly know everything there is to know about everything. You know? Like, we know everything about the universe, everything about, the first animals that existed, which I know they were like lizard or fish or something. Stuff like that. Like, I want to know, like, what's on the other planets in the other universes. Like, I need to know this. But if we actually die and we just die forever and we never like wake up as like a ghost or whatever, and we don't get all the answers, that's sad. That's really sad. I don't know. I need to know. I need to know. Nephilim? Let me look at that. Oh. So is this a Bible thing? I think that's actually so interesting. And you know, there are really like tall people. I think like a really tall person was like 7 foot. And a lot of people are saying like, I'm not saying I believe this, but a lot of people are saying that like giants, if giants existed nowadays, then these people who have this giant DNA in them, they weren't like meant to be giants in this day and age, right? So like, let's say the 7 foot guy from the TikTok or whatever had giant DNA in him, and if he was born way back then, he would have actually been a giant, right? But because of how things are now, and I guess from his parents and everything, the giant DNA was fighting for control, but ultimately lost because humans aren't meant for that kind of thing, right? That's so interesting. I'm 6'3", sure you are, bud. The physical matter that makes your body, but we don't really understand consciousness yet. Yeah, I really like I know I don't really believe in like a god, but the idea of heaven actually sounds like nice. You know, a place where you can go and reunite with your loved ones and your pets. That sounds like a really nice place, but it's kind of hard to believe in that stuff sometimes because it's like, this is what science says and this is what the Bible says. And it's frustrating because it's like, I really would like to believe in like a god and think all of that's real, but it's hard. Henry Berry, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. Andre the Giant? Oh, I think I know who that is, right? Shaq is a giant? How tall is Shaq? Right, religion though. That's another thing that's so hard about all of that. So, let's say one of these religions is the true religion, right? Just one of them, be it whatever you want, right? That means all of the other religions are fake. And that means people way back then spent a lot of time world building and creating these stories, and they say it's true and they say it's about God, and they add all these rules and all of these sins and blah blah blah. There's so many religions out there, right? And they all have basically the same thing where it's like, a god exists, these are the sins, these are what you can and can't do, this is what you have to do. etc., right? So every religion except one, maybe, depending on if that one is like most accurate, I guess, would all be fake. Right? Right? You get what I'm saying? And just the fact that so many people have created these religions and spent so much time and effort and energy into it, and it's amassed a lot of followers in the faith of whatever, it really makes you think, like, what's to say my religion's real, or what's to say blah blah blah. You get what I'm saying, right? Religions are obviously man-made. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like, a god exists, right? Like, if a god exists, one religion would match it most. I'm not saying it'd be entirely accurate, but it would match it the most. And therefore it would be the correct religion. But it's like, how are we supposed to know when there's so many? You know? So that's why I think if you were to believe in God, you wouldn't follow a Bible per se. You would follow just morals and being a good person and I guess praying, stuff like that. And it's just, I don't know, it's frustrating because it's like, how are you supposed to like believe and just choose one? So that's why I think you just have to be a good person, and that's how you would make it into heaven. You know what I'm saying? I'm not Catholic. I'm not religious at all. I'd say I'm more agnostic. But at the same time, it's hard. It's, like, hard to, like, decide. But if there is a god, I'd love for there to be a god. Because, you know, that'd be cool. But it's just hard to... It's just hard to figure out, you know? Hello, Angel Boy. Sorry, we're talking about religion. Yeah, no, I'm not Catholic. Have to cast of Adventure Time. Oh my god, I used to be so in love with Finn when I was growing up watching the show. I had such a crush on him. Oh my god, I was so down bad. Yeah, and the thing is, it's like another thing about Bibles, it's like you expect me to believe like God just like came down and talked to specifically you. Why specifically you? Or like whoever else was involved in making the Bible, you know? Like, how was it you who talked to God? You know, like, how did he decide you should do that? I don't know. And, you know, the thing is, it's like, yeah, like cults. Like, cults say exactly that. They're like, God came down and spoke to me and said I should do this and that, and you have to follow me, and I'm your leader, and you should praise me because I am God. Cult leaders do that, and people fall for it. And I feel like it's just the same as religion with Bibles, you know? So it's like, you know, maybe it's the same thing as these cult leaders, but they actually made a book, and the books got popular, and blah blah blah. You know? You feel? It's just, it's weird, and it's hard to, like, figure it out. And I think a good thing about believing in God is the hope that it gives people, because a lot of people who go through rough spots, you know, they discover the Bible, and it makes them happy, and it gives them a second chance at life, and I think that's great. So I'm not saying, like, fuck you and your Bible, of course I'm not saying that, but I think it's just hard to just pick a religion, and I think most people just need to have good morals and be a good person, not based on whether or not you're going to heaven or hell. Like, you should just be a good person just because you need to be a good person. You know, people, no one deserves cruelty. And, well, some people. Marcellus, thank you for the Prime sub, I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Pope Francis died. And Trisha Paytas was pregnant with Pope Francis, or I don't know what Twitter's saying, something like that, but... So you should meditate to find God within. Yeah, so I did grow up Christian, and the other Christians, like, around me said that meditation allows demons inside of you, so I never actually meditated before, so I don't even know what it's like, because I was afraid of, like, letting in demons. And I used to have really bad religious psychosis when I was a kid because of everything Christians would tell me. And it's caused a lot of trauma. And I think if I was just taught, be a good person and do right by others, rather than you have to do this or you're going to burn in hell forever and so is your family, then I think I would have been a little more mentally sound. Sheet Banner, thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's also good for community, exactly. Miller, thank you for the 6 months. I appreciate that. At the end, I think that's all it is, being a good person. I think you're exactly right. I think you're exactly right. You know, and it's like people will read the Bible or take it out of context, and that gives them the right to be cruel, but it's like you aren't a true Christian or whatever the hell you are, Catholic, if you're being abusive towards others and looking down on them instead of helping each other out. Because I think the point of a God is to show that you have to, you know, be peaceful and love your neighbor or whatever and be a nice person. But a lot of people just take religion and think it's an excuse to be really shitty to others, which sucks. Which really sucks. Of the same religion, yeah, you're right. Meditate to find the angels? I don't know. I want to meditate so I can be like Raven from Teen Titans. Every person that had sex before marriage is going to hell automatically. Exactly, like that's another weird thing. It's like I don't like the rules you have to follow. Like that shit, or you can't eat a certain thing or whatever. And I think it's weird to put rules on people if they want to get into heaven. Like, to me, if you want to get into heaven, be a good person. Try that. I don't think it matters, like, if you have sex before marriage or whatever. I don't know. And not only that, but rules like that cause so much abuse in households for, like, the extremely religious, like, parents or family members. And it's crazy, you know? Like, you hear so many cases about that, or, like, oh, they'll have it in movies or shows. And lots of cases where people grow up to be fucking serial killers or, like, murder people or, you know, just, like, these cold cases, like, true crime. Like, sometimes it has a lot to do with religion and how they grew up because their parents abused them for not following the rules, in quotes. Like, that's terrible. It's so terrible, you know? I don't know. Hi, Voidal. To believe in afterlife because the real realization of death is terrible. I'm scared. Like, I want to know the truth about everything in the world, you know? I think that's just so interesting. If there's a God, he loves a good person, not a religious person. That is bad. Yeah, exactly. It's like those people who do really shitty things, then they ask God for forgiveness after, and suddenly they're cured of all their evil. Like, sure, dude. Same happened to them as kids. Yeah, it's just like, it's repeating all of these horrible things. I'm just gonna ignore that message. Created a rule you have to follow just cuz. Yeah, I think that is just weird. I think that is just weird. So he loves you, why would he punish us for having all these emotions if it means being human? I think it's like how you control and handle those emotions, I guess. I don't really know. Because I've always asked like Christians and religious people that, like, well, I've mainly asked them like, so if God like loves us, then why would these bad things happen to us, like cancer or untimely deaths or whatever? And I feel like I was never given a real answer as to why that happens, right? My sister and I grew up Mormon, and after high school, we decided we didn't want to follow it anymore. We got excommunicated. like, I don't understand. Like, oh yeah, I love God, and yeah, I follow the rules of the Bible where I'm supposed to be nice to people, and then they literally abuse their kids and kick them out of the family. Like, that's so fucked up. You are supposed to love your family and take care of them no matter what they decide to do with their religion. Like, it's actually infuriating. I am so sorry that happened to you. It's like, and you know, all these religious people, and I don't mean all, but you know, these religious people, they're always like, oh yeah, I'm such a nice person, I care for everyone, oh I love God and I love people, and then they do shit like that. Like, what is this love that you're talking about? Like, you are brainwashed. You're fucking brainwashed. Oh my god, dude. I've also seen, like, those clips of people interviewing Mormons at their, like, colleges or whatever, and that shit is, like, actually sad. It's sad how much they don't, like, they're restricted in life. I think that's sad. I don't know. Like, I think you should just be able to do what you want to do and not be restricted. Because what kind of life is that to live where you are restricted from doing normal human things because people threaten you with hell? That's sad. That's so sad. Like, what the fuck? Good part of Mormon is a South Park episode. Yeah, with Gary Harrison. A cult called Heaven's Gate. Why do I feel like I've heard of that? Hold on. Heaven's Gate. I feel like I learned about that somewhere. There was, who was that? There was this cult I watched Stephanie Sue talk about, and I don't remember much, but I remember one of the things is that this woman had, like, her hand chopped off because of the cult leader, and that's, like, I'm pretty sure that what happened in the end of the episode from Stephanie, but it's just, like, and it's sad because so many vulnerable people are taken advantage of by these religions and made to do horrible things because they're lost and they're looking for anything, any source of love and care from others. Is that death isn't the end. It's hard to understand, something we never see. So when people die from bad things, we only see our side of the coin. Well, I think, like I get that, but it's also like, what about the horrific, brutal deaths that happen? People getting murdered or tortured or, I don't know, shit that was done on purpose to mentally torment and then kill someone. Like, it's like all of that unnecessary pain and suffering. Like, why? Why would God allow that? You know, that's like my question, because I get people die from natural causes or sicknesses, stuff they can't really control, but it's like, if someone's purposefully playing God and taking your life, that's like, I don't understand that. It just feels fucked up. It's part of life experience. Reincarnation. Wait, that the religious people think the reincarnation into aliens. Huh? Old uniform and Nikes still run the website. Like, how does that shit still exist? Due to original sin? I wonder sometimes, though, what if there's one religion who's actually right? Either none of them are right or one of them is right, and it's kind of like you're gambling. If you actually strictly follow a religion, you're gambling with heaven or hell. If, it is real, of course. And I think that's scary. Because it's like, what if you follow that religion to a T and you go to hell because you believed in the wrong God? Or like, what if you were actually a really good person, and you helped the community and you were good to people and you were just a perfect person, but you had sex before marriage, or you're gay, and religion's real, and then you go to hell because you had sex before marriage or you're gay. Even though you were a good person, but because you committed 1 or 2 sins, you're gonna burn in hell. Like, that just doesn't sound fair. Like, how is that fair? What? Oh my god. As soon as money gets involved, yep. Right, religion is Pastafarianism with the flying spaghetti. I haven't heard flying spaghetti monster since I was like 10 years old, dude. That's actually a throwback. Oh my god. But yeah, it's scary and it's frustrating, and like, what are you supposed to do? Do you believe in God? I would love to, but I'm so uncertain about so many things. Because I don't know. I think I believe in a God, but I don't believe in a specific religion. Like, maybe there is a God out there, But it's the Bible part that I doubt. Does that make sense? I don't know. Because I think it'd be nice, like, when I see religious people who have all this faith in God and it keeps them going every day, it makes me jealous, because it's like, I wish I had that, and I wish I had something to hold on to and something to keep me going throughout life. But it's hard, it's like, it's complicated, because you hear so many like things that science says, and I hate to suck science's dick, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. But I think the whole like proof thing is the ultimate test, according to a lot of people. But taking a gamble, yeah, it's like taking a gamble. Hundreds of years ago, a Chinese leader claimed to be Jesus Christ's brother. Hundreds of years ago. Living in sin and living with inequity. What does inequity mean? I'm stupid. You'll have to tell me. Jesus was a real person. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about Jesus. Or what everything except for the Christian Bible says about Jesus, of course. I believe in the South Park Jesus. But, what I think is funny, how it was Cartoon Wars. Was it Cartoon Wars, or it was the Super Best Friends episode, I think? Yeah. In South Park, where they showed everyone from a different religion, like all of the gods from different religions and everything. And I think that's interesting. And it kind of, I don't know, it makes me wonder, like, maybe South Park is right, and maybe, like, every god does exist. And what matters is that you follow the religion that you prefer. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe South Park is real. Okay, is it just me, or are my cheekbones kind of like insane? Ever since I lost like fat in my face, like, look at that. My cheekbones go kind of hard, or maybe I just don't have cheekbones and I'm like delusional. I don't know. Became Christian and Kenny was killed by a bus. Thought he went to hell. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's the episode with Pastor Maxie, I think. Father Maxie, sorry. And they were all scared, and they were like, they asked the Vatican. VeggieTales gave me nightmares. I don't like to think about VeggieTales, okay? But I know it was like a Christian program. But that shit gave me nightmares. If you don't have cheekbones, then your face is smuggling something. What does that mean? Okay, I don't have cheekbones right here, but I have a cheekbone right here. Does that make sense? My wig is falling off. Looking good. Looking like cheekbones. My friend used to say I have killer cheekbones when I was younger. That was like my nickname, like my cheekbones. Back in the day. Yeah, and remember when God revealed himself in South Park and he was like this dragon looking thing? And they had one question that God would answer, and Stan was like, why don't I have my period? And he's like, my child, boys don't get periods. And he was like, oh. I was like, that's so funny. You know what's funny though? When I was like maybe 12 below, I don't know, maybe younger than that, I used to think I was actually a boy. And you might be wondering, what am I basing this off of? Absolutely nothing. I literally was just like, I wonder if I was like, if I'm like actually a boy. Or I wonder if my parents, like, I was switched at birth. Even though I look like my parents. But I was like, I must be a boy. I think I'm a boy. I was like, I had nothing to go off of either. Obviously, I was not a boy. But I was confused back then. Oh my god. What is that supposed to mean? I do have cheekbones. Only thing they call me is killer cheeks. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask because I doubt that. They probably call you stupid butt. When I was that age, I thought I was a boy vampire. I also used to pretend I was a vampire. I thought I was. I would put a red Sharpie on my neck, and I convinced my childhood best friend that I was a vampire. Yeah. Yeah. You were blonde, and I think I googled that blondes look more youthful. Well, I think it's the fact that I look like freaking Michael Jackson right now, which is pissing me off. Like, why? Why do I look like Michael Jackson? Damn it! Damn it! Damn it all to hell! What if I have werewolf DNA? You know what I used to do? When there was a full moon, I used to go outside and look into the moon, and I'd be like, I want to be a mermaid. I want to be a vampire. I want to be a witch. And I'd like look at the moon, and then I'd go inside and I'd act hypnotized. And my family would just go along with it. And I'd walk in and I'd be like, and they'd be like, oh my god, I think the moon traumatized her, or hypnotized, I mean. They freaking lie to me. It was so funny. You have too much nose to pass for Michael. Yeah, but look at my eyes. It's because I'm not wearing, like, eyeliner. Maybe if I had eyelashes on. Oh yeah, that looks way better with eyelashes. I don't have eyelashes though. I lost them all. Oh yeah, do you see my side profile? What do you think of that? Do you think my side profile is ugly? I wonder if my nose is too tiny sometimes. The moonwalk? I can't. I'm wearing shorts. And my feet. You wanted to be a dinosaur? I love dinosaurs. What dinosaur did you want to be? Living in the sea and singing with crabs? Bro, so I grew up in Louisiana, and I was always like, I want to be a mermaid. I wanted to get eaten by a freaking crocodile if I was a mermaid. Like, what? Dude, I used to think about it too, because I was like, you know, in H2O, like, they have, like, the Australian Ocean they could swim in, and there's, like, dolphins and fish. And in Louisiana, there's literally just, like, evil, evil crocodiles. There's no mermaids back there, girl. No. You want to be your cat? I think cats are awesome. I don't know why fake lashes are a thing. They don't look good. I think the fake lashes you're referring to are those like caterpillar lashes, but I think fake lashes Okay, if it's a good fake lash, you won't be able to tell if it's a fake lash. You know what I'm saying? So they are actually really realistic if you genuinely can't tell. But like me, my eyelashes like suck. You can barely see them. Right here, they always go down. But yeah, what you're thinking of is probably those really ugly, ugly caterpillar lashes, which I think are gross. And some people actually get like their eyelashes done, which means they get the eyelashes inserted into the eye or something. I don't fucking know. But I don't know if I'd want to do that. But I think eyelashes really make or break my face. So when I don't have like my eyelashes like all makeup, then I look really ugly. Like right now I look really ugly. I don't look good. See if I can spread my waterline. That kind of worked, but I've done moonwalk. When did I do that? You want to be a Power Ranger? I loved, was it I think my favorite was the pink or the yellow Power Ranger. When I passed away. Bloody monster? I mean, real, I guess. The half girl, half crocodile. Yeah. Yeah. Literally, no one would survive as a mermaid. Did y'all see that video of the girl who stuck her head into the water? Or, like, up right above the water and a crocodile jumped out to, like, bite her head off? Like, what? I can't. Like, why? Like, why do people do that shit? You will never catch me risking my ass for that. Like, what the fuck is actually wrong with people? You look great. Well, thank you, I appreciate that. Black hair, you kind of look like Miss Ellen from South Park. Oh my god, Miss Ellen! Oh my god, I think you're right. Hold on. Let's see if I can find a quote. Yeah, okay, here, look. Watch this. I'm gonna turn into Miss Ellen. Do I look like Miss Ellen? Let me see if she has quotes. Ah! Wait, it's a reference to someone? Oh, right! She is, based on Ellen DeGeneres. Where's the quotes? Quotes, people. Quotes, people. Quotes, people. Trivia. Okay. Okay. I don't want to say that. That's the first thing that pops up. I look like a monkey. Let's see. I don't want to say that. I'm not gonna say that. Here, this is a quote. Oh, this is the script. This is the script. Here, hold on. Miss Ellen. Hello, children. Now, children, I know that you must be very upset about your teacher having surgery. I don't want to say that, King Dracula. Fuck. Why, that's a very scrumptious sausage, Kenny. Thank you. I don't remember how she says it. You look like the tiny emo kid with long hair. What the hell does that mean? The same complexion. I guess I'm Miss Ellen now. I don't want to die. Fucking Wendy. Rock. I literally, that happened to me as a kid. Okay, I didn't cut off my eyelashes, but that sucks. Eyelashes are so pretty. Yes, Wendy? I don't know. Yes, Wendy? She says it like that. She doesn't say it like that. What, that princess from the one movie, Wreck-It Ralph, Vanellope? I cosplayed her before, and it looked just like this, I think. 3 a.m. Vanellope. Don't fuck with Wendy Testaburger! I'm confused. You should cosplay as Zatanna from Batman. I think I know who you're talking about. I'm opening so many tabs. Oh yeah! Oh my god, is that who that is? I was always wondering. I love that little outfit. It's so cute. Yes! The girl from the Addams Family. I cosplayed her before, actually. I cosplayed Wednesday. Both Wednesdays. The Jenna Ortega one and the Christina Ricci. Is it Richie or Ricky? I don't know. Look at him. He's so cute and little. He's so cute. I never watched the show with Jenna Ortega in it because honestly, she seems like cool. But I can't stand watching shit where it's just the same actors in every single movie. It gets old. It gets really old to see the same actors and actresses in every single thing. I get it, they're really talented, but it's like, bro, I don't know who that is. Beady eyes staring into the camera. Like that. Look! Oh my goodness. Oh no, this way. I'm petting him. Oh, he's a baby. Oh, your baby. Wait, maybe it'll look like he's on my shoulder. Look, he's on my shoulder. Alright. Chris Pratt, yeah. Have you cosplayed Marceline? I have cosplayed Marceline. I should do it again. I think that'd be fun. Movies have been going downhill ever since 2010. It's like every piece of live action media is straight up taken from like an older, the original version of the movie or the show and redid with new cast. Or they make a live action version of video games or, you know, whatever. Animated series like cartoons. I think that's shit. I think that's shitty. The whole point of cartoons is that like people can showcase their art, but it's also like you can do so much in cartoons that you can't do with live action. Why would I want to watch a live action movie with shitty CGI all over the place? Especially these superhero movies. They look bad. They look bad. These superhero movies, they look like shit. Keep it animated with like a cartoon, or keep it in the comics, because live action, stop, because it's shit. It's genuine dog shit. And I feel like it takes away, like, if you have like headcanons for how the character looks, like if you read in the comic, or how they act, and then you get these like actors that don't look at all how you, like, they don't fit the vibe of the character. Tom Holland. It pisses me off because it's like, I can't see you as Spider-Man. Like, I can't. I'm sure Tom Holland's a great guy or whatever, but I just don't like him. I don't like Disney live actions either. I think they are really fucking up their branding by making these live actions play to the strengths. That's exactly what Disney needs to be doing. Disney needs to stick to their animated shit or their own original live action, not just steal from like their original animated movies. Like, that pisses me off. Like, I'm just like mostly upset by the fact that we were gonna get a series, an animated series about Tiana. I love Tiana. You know how much she meant to me as a kid? And they scrapped it. They scrapped all of it. Why? Why? We barely even get to see Tiana as a human being in her own movie. She was a frog. And they were going to give her an animated series. I think like they did with Rapunzel. And they scrapped it. Why? You know how many people would have loved that? Everyone would have loved that. People love the animated Rapunzel series that they have. It pisses me off. Why? Why would you do that? And I don't know, like... It's so annoying. Yeah, I know, like, I know that the Snow White movie did very bad. Very, very bad. And it's like... You know, these live actions, they can never compare to animated because you can do so many things in animation. It's charming. Like Lady and the Tramp, the animation style is so beautiful. It's so nostalgic. It's charming. It's cute. It's beautiful. It's all of these things. Like, just keep making movies like that. And, okay. I liked Frozen, and I like Rapunzel, but I feel like they would have... I don't know about Frozen, I think that could have been cool, but just movies like that, they should have had, like, old Disney-style animation, because I don't like what they're doing nowadays with, like, how it's, like, 3D. I don't like that. Frozen's overrated. I thought Frozen was really good. The first one was actually really good. But they're leaning too much into that kind of style. And, I don't know. Oh, right, they did do a live-action Pokemon. Was that the Detective Pikachu? I don't know, like, it's just annoying. And you know what they're making into a live-action right now? Kakagiri. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And they're making a Legend of Zelda live action. Like, and the thing is, what pisses me off about these live actions they're making from animes is they make all of these characters white people. And they have it based in America, or with Kakagiri, the British people. Like, why? Why are you making them all white people? This is from an anime. This is just like Dragon Ball. It's just like the original Avatar movie that they came out with. The Last Airbender, I mean. And now they're gonna do that with Legend of Zelda. Why? 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 Just like, why? Why would you do that? It's... And Death Note was with white people. Why? Why are we doing this, huh? What the fuck? Is Steve supposed to be black? I actually don't know. But either way, I don't like Jack Black as Steve. I also just don't like him in general, but yeah, if he's supposed to be black, then they should have given the role to a black man. Like, what? It's just so weird. There's so much like whitewashing, especially when it comes to like Japanese like media, like anime or like video games. Like, what? Why? Oh my god, and people are shitting all over the Kakegurui live action that they're doing in Britain. Why British? First of all, why are they all British? And it's funny because the girl in the trailer, she's like, bingo! Why'd you say bingo like that? Why are you playing bingo? Bingo! Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is this a thing? Oh my god, it's actually crazy. Mel Gibson's Legend of Zelda, bro. Oh my god. Also, the fact that they made a live action Minecraft movie when people love the actual Minecraft animated movies that they've already been producing since like the beginning of Minecraft, you could have actually had like a huge hit with that, is the thing, because people loved the shit out of those little Minecraft movies. Like, that would have done so well, and it would have been a huge plus for animators. Like, right now, especially, nowadays especially, we really need to support actual animators, because you know how many animators are going to be replaced with AI? All of them. All of them. They're all going to be replaced with AI, so we really need to just appreciate the animators that we do have and stop with all of these live actions that they're doing, because that's literally taking away jobs and money from actual animators, which is another thing. It's like, I feel like they have just like these really good ideas that they could have done animated, but they keep doing live action shit. Like, we really just need to take care. They took our jobs. But I'm being serious. It's scary. It's scary because we really need to just like keep having animated shit. And I think nowadays, which I think is a good thing, is it's more normalized for adults to be into animation. It's not just like, oh, cartoons are for kids kind of thing, which I think it's good that it's normalized for adults to be into animation now. Like, I think that's a really good thing. But it's still a problem with AI that steals actual animators' works. And then people who are greedy don't want to pay animators. They barely already pay them. They're just going to use AI. That's what Coca-Cola did. They made a whole commercial out of AI with the polar bears that they're killing with their AI. That's fucked. You know how much money Coca-Cola has? Do you know how much money they fucking have, and they couldn't hire animators or even just like actors and actresses if they didn't want to do an animation? Like, at least use real people. What? I'm not even saying go get a polar bear. You don't need a polar bear. You can animate that. What? And you know, that'd be cool if they actually did like have like an animated like polar bear or whatever, with like, if they really wanted people. Like, Toy Story 5? Are they making a live action Toy Story? Please tell me they're not. I never actually saw Puss in Boots, but I had such a crush on Puss in Boots when I was a kid. I thought that cat was hot when I was a kid. Emphasis on when I was a kid, by the way. I was like 5. Okay. I feel very passionate about animation. No, you're good. And Katy, I can't even with Katy Perry. That shit's actually infuriating. It's actually infuriating because those resources could have been put towards other like scientific space exploration stuff, but no, we had to send a bunch of rich dystopian women into space. Except one of them actually is a scientist, I think. I think 1 or 2 of them were actually like passionate about space, and then the others were just rich people. Can we send her back? Yeah, can we? Like, no one freaking wants Katy Perry here. She sucks. See, oh my god. Can you imagine if they actually did that shit? To actual women astronauts like Sally Ryder, Krista McAuliffe. I never heard about that. That's really sad. It's disrespectful in general. Not even just like to people who worked really hard to get there, but it's like, why are we sending these rich people into space when they know nothing about space? They don't care about space. They don't even care about our own planet right now that they're destroying by going into space for no freaking reason. And just the fact that she kissed the ground when she got back from her, 16-minute flight? No, it was an 8-minute flight. So disrespectful to the astronauts who were literally trapped in space for, how many months was it? Like 8 months. And she comes back down and she kisses the earth. Bitch, you don't even care about the earth. You don't care about people. You don't care about life. You don't care about anything. You're a terrible person. Terrible fucking person. Oh my god. Yeah, I'd be burping. The furry. Who's a furry? Me? Actually, I have a surprise I want to show you guys, but I'm going to show you guys another time. She really should have gone out like a fire. Yeah, they should have sent just her into space and then exploded. Okay, that sounds really bad. But but genuinely, I hate her. I really don't like her, and I don't think she's a good person. Okay, maybe that was too far, but I don't know. Krista was a teacher. So what happened? What happened when they went into space? Don't keep a surprise waiting. The nun killer? I heard about the nun thing too. That's actually crazy because it's like, why don't you just respect that these women don't want to give you this? Like, you know, bro, rich people think that they deserve everything because they're rich. And they can throw money at whatever they want and they can get it, but it's like, it doesn't work like that. I mean, she did work hard. And she's obviously talented, but it's what you do with what happens after that, how you let the money take control of you and affect how you treat others. And it's just being like, what's the word, a moral person and not treating people like they're below you because you're rich and famous and you have all this money. Because I'm sure there's a lot of people who are incredibly rich and they still act like a normal person and treat others like normal people. Like, I think Keanu Reeves is like, from what I've heard, I don't know much, but from what I heard, Keanu Reeves is like pretty chill. And he actually takes like regular domestic, or I guess not domestic, like regular plane rides with actual human beings on them instead of taking off in his private jet. At least I'm pretty sure. Like, he'll actually get into a regular airplane to fly out with other people rather than, you know, wasting all of this whatever. Yeah, he seems chill. And I think he's one of those people who a lot of celebrities could, you know, learn a thing or two about. You know, human mind is not made to be this rich, famous, and powerful. Exactly. You know what happens when people get into so much wealth and power? You know what happens. Literally look at any history book. You'll see what happens when people get powerful and have all this money. Oh no, don't pee on my cosplays. Oh, never mind, he's right there. I thought he was in the closet. Because I think having that power and the money and the attention and fame does really corrupt people. Even people who, I don't know, it's hard to say. People who seem really nice and chill at the beginning. It's like they get this money and then suddenly all the people around them become really fake. Or they stop talking to the real people around them because they don't have anything to offer them or they don't have the time for them. It's like a lot of things, but I think the main thing is just like they see themselves on a higher level because, oh, like people recognize me walking down the street. Oh, I'm so cool. I'm so much better than everyone. And yeah, hi Zacho TV or Zacho VT, sorry. Is it Zacho? Taylor Swift in her private jet, yeah. I actually heard Jim Carrey's not a great guy, to be fair. No, see, I get the fact that people need to take certain, like, things to, be safe from others. Like, I get a lot of it's a safety thing. I get that. And I think, they should take precautions like that, but, you know, maybe instead of, you know, using a private jet to get from the next town You should maybe put on a disguise and get on a regular plane like normal people. Like, wear some glasses. Maybe throw on a wig. Do your makeup a little different. I know a lot of people are still recognizable, but even then it's like, at least try. At least try. Look at him, he's so cute. A disguise. Well, I feel like if you are a celebrity, you could potentially have your own TSA, or like there could be a private TSA. But I just never understood, like, you could do disguises, you could wear a prosthetic nose, you know, just change up your look a little. But I'm not saying that for people like Taylor Swift, because obviously everyone's gonna recognize Taylor Swift and like all these other famous people, because it's kind of hard. It's kind of like a hard thing, and sometimes I get it, but it's like, you're kind of just like killing the earth with all of this private jet stuff. I don't know, but there's a lot of danger that comes with it, so I get it, but I don't like it. You know, I think Taylor Swift has to actually hide in a suitcase to get into a venue. That's like a rumor I heard, but if that's true, that's really sad. John Cena's a nice guy. I haven't heard much about him, but that sounds nice. What are we on about? We're just talking about celebrities and their corruption. What is this? I don't know. It's like... True, exactly, Czar. Am I saying your name right, Czar? Snow White, they had... I'm pretty sure that's because she was, like, really supportive of Israel. And people didn't like that. Also, she is terrible at acting. She's so bad at acting. Enough champagne to fill the Nile. Like, girl, put some back into it. You gotta, like, act better than that. Oh my god, whenever those clips started surfacing around, I just kept saying, the stone! Oh my god, because I love the way she says, the stone! She says it with no emotion. You have to give me the stone! Why? Just, like, use your emotion, please. It's actually so funny, but it's crazy that she gets cast in, like, all these, like, movies and stuff when she can't act. Like, you know what? She can't. It's okay to admit that she can't act. World record for most... Oh, that's so sweet. That's sweet. I'm glad that some celebrities are nice people. Kal-El, no! Kal-El, no! Sarah Berries, I love you! Hi, it's been so long. Actually, I think you were there for the last stream, but it's been so long. How are you doing? Thank you for the 5,000 bits. I missed you too. Heart. How are you doing? Give me updates. Are you doing well? I love Sabrina Carpenter. She's so pretty. Kal-El, no! Okay, I'm gonna repeat that for the next week, by the way, so thanks a lot. That literally gets, like, trapped in my head for so long. I don't know that one. You said that with more emotion than the movie. Sorry. Kal-El, no! It's so funny. Help! Wonder Woman, she's beautiful. That's all she's got going for her. She's beautiful. Kal-El, no! You're doing good. I'm so glad. I know. You know what? They should just put me in the movies that she's scheduled to be on. I could do so much better. Watch this. Kal-El, no! How was that? Was that pretty good? It's so funny. Enough champagne to fill the Nile. Why? Why? Here in Italy, we have the profession of dubbing cartoons, films, and TV series. Gal Gadot acts so badly to the point she made me change the language. Wait, what do you mean change the language? Like you made it Italian only dub? The new Superman? There's a new Superman movie? Oh my god. Can we just like keep doing like animated superhero stuff? Superhero movies are the main thing we should stay away from when it comes to live actions, because the CGI is shit on all of these shows and movies, and I don't know. I like animated stuff better. Also, the fact that Lion King, they made that live action, The Lion King live action. The Lion King live action about lions. Why? Why? We already have the animated original movie, so why do we have to make it's not even a live action, it's literally just CGI. Like, what's the point of that? My brother, like, what does that, like, what? So much more expressive. Exactly, you can literally portray so much more, you can do so much cooler stuff. And it, like, I don't know, seeing CGI in movies and shit takes you out of it because it's usually so trash. It's so trash. Like, it takes me out of whatever I'm watching. Do you guys, and Walking Dead isn't like, it's a live action, of course, I'm talking about the show, but when they added in the tiger and the CGI deer, what's the point of that? First of all, the tiger thing in and of itself is so stupid. Yeah, this guy has a pet tiger that acts like a dog. It listens to him. It has commands. Yeah, sure, buddy. And it looks like shit. It looks like shit from a butt. Why? Why are we doing that? Here, let me move to the side a little so you can see him eating. And I feel like The Walking Dead would have been better animated, but they made it into a show from the comic book. And they had actual actors play as the zombies, which I think is great, but again, CGI is a problem, and I feel like they should do an animated series on The Walking Dead. I feel like people would love that. I feel like people would really like that, actually. But they fucked The Walking Dead so hard that CGI can be good. It requires actual care. I think so too, sometimes, but a majority of the time, especially nowadays, people don't want to pay anyone I guess they'd be animators for CGI. They don't want to pay them, so it looks like crap all the time. And I'm not saying everything has to be animated, but it's like, if something can be animated, they should do that than live action, because why? Why? You know? Like, okay, for Titans, the series, I watched it in full, by the way. Like, I thought everything about it was absolute dog shit, but I still watched it in full because I'm a sucker for anything involving Raven. But it's like, look at that versus, I guess, what was it, Titans versus Justice League or whatever, with Raven and her Trigon. So, and I'm saying that instead of the actual Teen Titans because it's based on that story where, like, you know, Starfire, or Corey and Dick are the leaders, and then Raven and Beast Boy are, like, kind of like the young ones, whatever. And it's like, first of all, the story and how it all went down was better, and it was also a movie, but just, like, in comparison, it's like, it would have been so much better animated, because if you've seen Titans and you saw Trigon in Titans, who is only about, like, 8 feet tall, which I think is hilarious. Trigon was, like, really tiny in the Titans series. CGI was just crap. It was total crap. All of it was really ass, you know? It was just bad. And it's like, I don't know. I really just, I don't know. I love the animated stuff, though, of superheroes. CGI mustache. Hold on, wait, what? Hold on, I have to see that. Why would they CGI? Is this real? Wait, why? Okay, so like why? Why would they do that? Okay, so like why? That looks so bad. That looks so bad. Is that real? Oh my god, bro. For Mission Impossible? They could have just let him have the stash, honestly. Or why don't they just put a fake mustache on him? Oh. That's so bad. That's really bad, actually. That's really bad. I know, Bunny's so cute. I really don't want to get another bunny, but if it's gonna make him happy, I'll absolutely do it. I just hope it works out. Because I'm trying to save money. I don't know. I don't know. I believe in truth. I didn't see that. I'll have to look at that. But that's so fucked up, dude. Oh my god. No, Sarah Berry, stop. Stop it, Sarah Berries. I love you and I appreciate you, but no. Absolutely not. I'm more so just saying that, like, I love having pets, but the problem is when they get sick or they need to go in for, like, appointments, because vets can be so expensive. And, oh my god. It's just, I think a bunny is way less expensive than a cat, but it's still frustrating how expensive pets can be, because for some reason a pet at the vet costs like over $1,000 sometimes, depending, which is not fun. Yeah, I have 12 animals, but yeah, no, you don't have to donate. I really appreciate that, thank you. But yeah, after the guinea pig thing, I'm not trying to get any more, but he's just so depressed. And it's obviously not a health thing. I took him to the vet before. He has his fruit and berries. He wanders around the room, but it's just, I don't know. He's just not happy. Wonderful stream. Thank you for hanging out, King Dracula. And I like your enthusiasm about animation. I appreciate that. That's great. Finally, someone's on the same level as me, because it's actually, like, frustrating how much, like, I don't know, there's just a lot of passion behind it, you know? I think more people need to care, especially right now. What about you guys? Do y'all have, a lot of pets? Tell me about y'all's pets, I'm curious. Make a Patreon. That's actually so adorable, and I could just post, like, pet pictures. That'd be really cute. For, like, $1 a month, maybe. That'd be so cute. Oh, maybe I should do that if people are interested, because I have a lot of pets. We used to have a dozen chickens growing up. Oh, they have played together. That is so cute. I feel like bunnies and chickens, like, they're always put together for Easter, but I feel like they're an unlikely duo as, like, best friends. But they're both, I guess, yeah, chickens are prey animals, aren't they? So they're both prey. I used to have hamsters for the longest time, but I work long hours and travel, so I can't really have pets. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, like, yeah, because hamsters are like, ugh. I love hamsters. They're so adorable, but they need such a big home to live in, like a big space. It's like, bro, I barely have enough space for myself. But hamsters are so cute. Is there a specific breed that you always had, or like that you've had before? That's sad though. I would love to like, I don't know. I think if I worked a lot and travel a lot, I would like to have an animal that doesn't really need to be taken out super often. So like fish. Fish, I guess. And I don't think snakes are like that. I think snakes like playing and going out and about, but what else is there? People think cats are good with that because they're really independent creatures, but cats actually get really stressed when their owners leave. Well, if they like their owners, they get really stressed out, and especially if they don't have a friend to play with, they're all alone all the time. So I really wish people would stop with the misconception that cats are good if you're like never home, because they can be just the same as dogs, honestly. They really can be. But where are you? Huh, he's under the bed again. Syrian? Let me see that. Wait. Hamsters are so oh! Oh my god. I love Syrian hamsters. Oh my god, don't make me cry. They're so cute. I don't know if you guys remember. I used to have a hamster. I think it was a Syrian hamster just like that. Named Chicken Nugget. And he was the cutest thing ever. But he had like this disease. I think it's called like yellowtail or something. I'm pretty sure that's a sushi. Something about a yellow butt. I don't know. But my hamster, I took the hamster to the vet and they said, yeah, we can't do anything. So basically my wet tail. Oh, that was called wet tail. Why did I call it yellowtail? But it was really sad because my hamster, when he was sick and they couldn't help him, would run around in circles in the cage and bang its head against the wall to try to kill itself. And I think one morning I woke up and the hamster was dead. I love Chicken Nugget. I love that little thing. Here, I'm pretty sure I have pictures of Chicken Nugget on my tablet. But yeah, hamsters are adorable, but they're like, I think every hamster I've ever had has tried to kill itself, except for one. No, I've had 2 or 3 hamsters and they've all tried to kill themselves. Let's see if I can go to, where's, I know, Chicken Nugget was such a little sweetie pie too. Let me see if I can find a picture. Oh, here we go. Oh, here, let me just take it on my phone, make my life easy. Here's, oh. Okay, back off now, back off. Where's the other one? I had another picture with the ham tar. I had this really, oh yeah. I had this really cute picture. Alright, I'm gonna close that and show you guys. Okay. Oh, let me be careful with what I show you guys, actually. Hold on. Because I have the content I made earlier. Okay. That's Chicken Nugget on my head. He was chill. He was chill as hell. And then here's me cosplaying with Chicken Nugget. Looks like an actual chicken nugget, right? Yeah. It was really sad because Chicken Nugget was actually sweet. He only bit me like once and there's blood. But otherwise he was chill. He liked to wander around. It was really cute. I don't know. I love hamsters, but they're like, I don't know. I think they just die so easily and so quickly. I think if I were to get a pet, it would just be a pet that lives a long time. Because it's like, it's just sad. You know, you have a hamster for like a year or like a year and a half and then they die. Ugh. This water tastes horrible. I should probably change the filter on my water filter. Yeah, but it was sad. I don't know. I think like animals that don't live a long time are just like not ideal to have. Yeah. And it's also like I don't like having caged animals is another thing. I don't like that. So Cartman actually does have a cage, but I do let him out pretty much every day to roam around in here. I would let him just roam here freely, but the thing is, he's only litter trained inside of his cage, so in this room he just pees and shits wherever he wants to. And I try to just take care of that as I see it, but it's a little much sometimes, but and it's also safer because I have this fear. I don't like any of the pets locked in any rooms, especially when I'm like away from the house for a little bit. Because I have this fear that like my computer's gonna freaking explode and then catch into flames, and then Carmen's gonna be trapped in here like one of the cats. So it's more like a safety thing. Otherwise, he gets to roam around and play. But he doesn't even really play because he's freaking depressed, so. This is hardwood. And the problem is that this is actually real wood. So the pea gets into the cracks of the real wood and gets trapped there forever, which is not ideal. I know people love real wood floors, but it's like, I don't see the appeal because shit stains. I mean, piss stains, but like, shit be staining. And it's hard to get out, so. I remember when my chameleon died, I was pretty down. That's so sad. Chameleons are so cute. What's it like to own a chameleon? You know, I've always wanted to own a tarantula, but I don't like the idea of live feedings. So I actually did used to have a snake, a family snake, 2 family snakes actually. And the worst part, like they're adorable and they're sweet and cute. The worst part is live feeding. Most of the time for most snakes, you have to give them a live mouse or rat. And that's too much for me. And the most horrific part was always like the squeak. Because right when the snake gets the mouse squeaks in pain and horror. And that's disturbing. I don't have the heart to do that. And I'm pretty sure with tarantulas, they need crickets. Girl, I don't want crickets getting loose in my house, first of all. But it's just no. But snakes are so adorable. And I don't know, if I ever get an opportunity to get a tarantula, I think it'd be cool. But at the same time, I would want something I can cuddle with. And yeah, because I feel like you can tell when an animal's happy or not. Like with him, I can tell he's not happy. That's why I'm getting him a playmate. And with my cats, I can tell when they are happy. You know? So like actual like, would it be called a mammal? No, dolphins are mammals. What are cats? Cats don't lay eggs. Yeah, they're all mammals. I'm homeschooled. Leave me alone. But like with insects and stuff like that, you can't tell if they're happy. You can't tell if they love their life being trapped in a little tank. Like yeah, they get food, you know, they have their own space, but it's like, would the tarantula be happy with its own bedroom where he can roam around and play? I just like tarantulas because they're really fluffy and I think it's adorable. You can feed snakes frozen mice. Well, I think my mom tried to do frozen mice with our snakes way back then, and they wouldn't have it. Some snakes are really picky, like really. And I think they were both one of them, where they just like only wanted them live. And sometimes one of them, the girl, her name was Zena, the other one was Boo. Zena literally would go months without eating because she refused to eat sometimes. And it was so strange. I don't know if we actually figured out a reason for why that happens, because I was like 9 years old at the time. But snakes are so adorable. They're really adorable. I just can't like get past the mouse thing. Chameleons are pretty chill, but yeah, they eat crickets. Oh, they're so cute. So, do you handle chameleons, or do you just let them like chill in their enclosure? Because I think I've seen some people like hold them, but I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Because I know with there is this influencer content creator on Musical.ly / TikTok who owned a pair of these little frogs. And the thing with these frogs, I don't know what kind they are, you're not supposed to touch them. If you touch them, you have to wear gloves. And I think it's the oils on your hand that like hurt them or something, or they're bad for them. And people told her, hey, you shouldn't touch your frog with your actual like hand and skin, because that's not great for them. And she would delete their comments and kept treating them like that, the frogs. She was also a total asshole to me personally, so I already didn't like her to begin with. But yeah, I forgot what kind of frogs they were. And the fact that she like, because the thing is, you could tell with this creator that it was only performative. You could tell she only cared about the frogs so she could make TikToks with them and get views. Because if she actually gave a shit, she would not have continued to touch them knowing that it hurts them and it's bad for them. Like what? Like actually what? Like actually what? Why? Anyway, I think she's canceled now. I think people canceled her. It's just weird. I think that's just weird. Happy if they get bright lights and food. They get really dark if they are chill. Also bright if they are pissed. Oh, that reminds me, my brother used to have a bearded dragon, and whenever he was pissed off, his beard would turn black to show that he was mad. Which I think is interesting. I think it's really cool that animals can, like, show their emotions by changing their colors. I mean, I guess chameleons, they've always been changing their colors, but I didn't know it's emotion-based, too. I think that's really interesting. But yeah, I was always like, dude, like, the bearded dragon is, like, changing colors right now. And, you know, a lot of furry animals are like that, too, so, I don't know about Cartman here, but I think, there's a certain type of bunny, I think it is a Himalayan, and I think he is a Himalayan, but, certain, animals, their fur changes color depending on the season, I think. So, I don't know if he has changed colors. I know when I first got him, he had a light gray nose and light gray ears, and now it's like black. But I don't know if that's just him growing up because he was a baby when I got him. But, yeah, I think it is like a Himalayan bunny that changes colors. But he's a Netherland dwarf, so I don't know if he's like that, but yeah, they'll like get lighter or darker depending on the season. I think that's really interesting. Oh, my tummy's rumbling. Our gecko is like that with crickets. I get it. It's the thrill of the hunt. Yeah, I mean, if I was a snake, I guess I'd want to eat something alive too, because it's also like, I don't know, if it's frozen just sitting there, it's like, it's not really mentally stimulating for your snake or whatever pet you would have, but it's like, okay, your food gets put in the bowl and you eat it, but snakes don't do that naturally. They go hunt their food, you know? So I get it. It's just, it still makes me sad because the squeak is forever like in my brain. What's the podcast about? Let them roam in your room a bit, but we always supervise his adventures. So he can like walk around on the floor, or does he only have sticks? Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, then you know who I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I never liked her. I always got those bad vibes. um, can get papilloma viruses. Unsure if those viruses are like human papilloma virus, but you should wash your hands after handling a chameleon. Oh, how does that? I don't understand how like animals like that get, like reptiles I guess, get diseases. I guess I could see it being like you get a new item for their enclosure that was contaminated, or I don't know, they get a sickness from the weather not being hot enough or something. But I never understood like how that kind of thing happens. But I guess I answered my question. I don't know. I don't know too much about reptiles. I didn't even read the name. He can walk on the floor. That's so cute. Oh my god, I love animals so much. They're so adorable. I love them. You know, it's kind of funny. I feel like, you know how like that trend where people show off their favorite Pokemon and it's like every Pokemon is someone's favorite? I think that's like really cute. And it's kind of like real life, right? Where everyone has a favorite animal, but it's like, unlike Pokemon, you can't actually like own that animal. Like you can't own a freaking dinosaur, right? But I always think that's so cute about Pokemon. My favorite growing up was Pachirisu. Or Pachirisu, that's how some people say it. Pachirisu is my favorite of all time growing up. I'm pretty sure I have a plushie of Pachirisu somewhere in here. Maybe not, but yeah, I think that's so adorable. I love Pachirisu. But also, I loved Dawn. I always wanted to cosplay her. She's so pretty. Charmander will always be your favorite. Charmander is a good pick. You know, I really want to play a Pokemon game, but only on the 3DS. And wait, I actually think I have my 3DS right here. Hold on. Is it here? No. Ah! Where's my 3DS? Okay, whatever. But I don't know, just playing it on the 3DS is so nostalgic. I know they have one for the Switch, but honestly, the whole Switch 2 thing pisses me off so bad because it's like, these people are scamming you, and the fact that people actually bought the Switch 2 is sad. Because it's like, well, first of all, congratulations, you're really rich. But also, I don't know, I think it's like, the fact that it's sold out, I'm pretty sure it's sold out, that's just going to keep encouraging them to make the prices way more extreme as time goes on. Which is sad because it's like, video games should not cost almost $100. They shouldn't. Video games should be for every single person who wants to get them. Like, the highest I'm willing to go is at least 50, roughly, because I think that's how much Switch games were recently. Like, but that's like already extreme for a video game. That's already extreme. It should only be expensive when it comes to... The console is the only part that should be expensive about a game. And then they throw in, like, DLCs that you have to pay extra for. And I get it, you know, you need money, but when you're Nintendo, you kind of already have money. You know? And when it's a cheaper price, more people will buy it. That's the thing. People will buy it if it's cheaper, but if it's more expensive, you're gonna lose out on a lot of people. And like, yeah, you're gonna get a lot of money from the people who are willing to spend that much on these games or this console. Yeah, you'll get the money, but you're losing people who were, what's the word, people who liked your company and were always supportive. You lost all of those people because you're greedy. And that's sad. Like, that's actual greediness, you know? Steam sales. True, Steam. My family was poor back then and I only owned PlayStation 1 and 2, never bought the new consoles. Yeah, like, that shit's crazy. 200 was a lot even back then. Yeah, how much is the Switch 2? Hold on. Pretty sure it's like $400. It's basically $500 for a thing that's literally not even the size of an iPad, by the way. Like, dude. Like, these prices are insane. Why? no one wants to drop that much money on a console that's the exact same as the first one. Yeah, loyal customers is what I'm trying to say. $500 for basically, what is it, slightly bigger than the original Switch, just slightly bigger. Yeah, the games are a million times more expensive. Why? What's the point of that? You should have did something a little different, you know? You know what they should do is they should start making 3DSs again, because the 3DS was really cool and I loved it, but whatever. But yeah, there's no way I'm gonna buy a Switch 2 because I already have the first Switch and the Switch 2 would not be worth it. Honestly, I think the only thing that I might consider buying it for is if they did another Animal Crossing, because this Animal Crossing sucked really bad. But yeah, PlayStation 5. Like, who has this money? I get it, it's like a luxury item, but it's like, it still sucks. I mean, of course, anything you buy that's not necessary for work. Unicorns! Oh my god, hi! Hi! How are you doing? How has life been? Oh my god, what is going on? How are you doing? What's going on? How are you? Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know. Consoles aren't worth it. Honestly, with all the money you're gonna spend on the Switch 2 and all of its games, you could actually just save your money and get a PC and just get shit through Steam. Like, that'll be more worth it than that, you know? It's actually annoying. It's actually sad and annoying because it's like everything is just getting more and more expensive. How are people supposed to live like this? Like, why? It's actually frustrating. A PC girl are available on PC. Exactly. And even if they aren't, so I know you can play old DS games and GameCube games through an emulator. Is that what it's called? You can literally, like, you don't even need like older consoles, which is, they're already hard to come by, honestly. Because you can do everything through a PC. I'm pretty sure I played like one of the Mario Karts from like one of the first Mario Karts on the PC a few years ago. It wasn't as fun, I'll say that, as having like a controller, but you know, better than spending so much money on freaking consoles. PS3. Oh, yeah. I haven't tried anything on the PS3. I bought a PlayStation, and I regret it because it's really not worth it. I bought it for the, what's it called? What's it called? Rock Band. I bought it for Rock Band, and I really regret it because it's like, what else am I gonna use this for when I have a PC that can do everything? List that. We've got the end of the year back to East Coast. Why would you move out, though? Oh my god. It's like, one of my dreams since I was a kid was to go to Hawaii, but I know people don't, the people who live there don't want people coming to visit, so I don't think it'll ever happen, but oh my god, it's always been one of my dreams to go to Hawaii. Maybe if things get better for Hawaiians and they allow tourists again, I think that'd be fun, but yeah. So are you moving like Hawaii? Oh. Being an adult, I just focus on saving for a house. Yeah, once you like have to spend your own money, like you don't live with your parents anymore, you really find out how much life costs. And you know, as a kid, like, I wasn't really like this as a kid, but I know a lot of people were, where like their parents couldn't afford to get them something. Okay, never mind, it kind of was like this, but I would keep it to myself. Their parents couldn't afford to get them something, or they'd be like, okay, wait next month, wait till I get paid. And the kids would never understand because they're like, why just buy from you now? You bought me something like last week. And it's like, once you turn into adult, you see why your parents said no to a lot of shit that you wanted as a kid. Because bills, mortgage, gas money, groceries, you know, important things that matter so much more than, like, a toy. And it's like, oh my god, you really learn about spending wisely when you move out of your parents. Like, oh shit. It took me a while to learn that because I was so reckless with all of my money for the past few years, but I think, like, last year I really learned to not spend so much money, and because bills and everything, and yeah, some people don't, some people do not. Why is dope, but the hour difference from everyone I know and super expensive? Wait, oh shit. Yeah, I guess that would be really expensive. Damn. Oh, you got a new job? Dude, congratulations. Congratulations. So they're also making you move for the job? It's not only expensive? You've been to Hawaii a few times. Oh my god, what's it like? What's it like? I need to know. I've always wanted to, like look at the trees. I always wanted to look at the trees. And the beach and the sunsets. Oh my god. It'd be so fun. I always see these, like, TikToks with, like, over millions of likes. And they're, like, at a beach in Hawaii and the sun's setting, and it's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your life. And it's like, shit, I need to experience that. It's just gotten too dangerous in Hawaii now that... I actually thought you were being serious for a minute. Like FNAF fan games. Yeah, there's also just so much more to offer on PC, you know? I'd rather starve and be happy. Financial audit? What is a financial audit? Oh, I think my friend told me about that. Yeah, I was so bad with spending. So bad with spending. I don't know. I really regret it. And, like, I want to sell a lot of the stuff I bought if anyone's willing to buy it. But I still need to, like, put up a listing for everything. Because I want to get that money back because I was just so insane when it came to spending. It was just an addiction. It was kind of like, I would cope with it because it's better that at the time, it's better that I spent recklessly than did other forms of self-harm, but now that I think back about it, I would have saved a lot of money just doing regular self-harm. That sounds so messed up, but it's true. Like, every time I was really stressed and having a mental breakdown, I would just spend a shit ton of money, and it made me feel so much better about everything, and now I feel like absolute shit because I spent all of my money and now I don't have a lot of money anymore. Great. But yeah, my friend who's good with finances has been helping me out so much with that. And I've actually started tracking, like, what I'm spending what on and being careful. And, I rarely treat myself too much anymore. I did treat myself to a lot of South Park stuff, like 4 things, a few weeks ago. I haven't unboxed them. I know I'm stupid, but spending is just so easy. Like, it's so easy and it's so nice, and it's like, cool, I have this thing now, but then it's like, oh, I don't actually care. Yeah. Bye, G-Man. Have a good day at school. Where are your other links in here? So if you go to my Instagram, I have a link tree with other links to stuff. I don't know what else hold on, what do I even have? Yeah, that's basically all my links, and the link on my Instagram is the other site, which you should only look at if you are an adult. It's an adult site, but time feels slower there in Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii, I want to go to Hawaii. Financial Audit is a YouTube channel about guests who... Yeah, my friend told me about that. My friend literally told me about that, and he wanted me to watch it. I was like, no, I'm scared, because I'm just going to see myself and all these people. Dude, I don't think I have a commands. I'm sorry. They even show what spending habits they have made. Ugh, I don't want anyone looking at my spending habits ever again. It was so bad. You guys don't even want to know. But I'm a lot better about my money nowadays. Literally, a majority of my money goes to vet bills. That's about it, just vet bills. And then an occasional treat to myself, like South Park merch. I love South Park! There's an episode of Amaranth. Ew. What was your budget, though? Shit, I forgot I'm supposed to be budgeting. The problem with me budgeting is that my money is very, what's the word, flippant? Or is it flip-floppy? I don't know. So sometimes I'll make a lot of money, sometimes I'll make literally like barely anything compared to what I usually do. So budgeting is a little hard when it comes to that because it's like I never really know what my what I'm gonna be making over the next couple months, if you catch my drift. I don't know. 2 million a month. Oh my god. What does one person need with $2 million? Like, actually. You know what I would do if I had that much money? I really want to get, like, I don't know. You know, if I was actually, like, a billionaire, I would want to get a house or have a house made that is just like those houses in the olden days where it's, like, castle-like. So I could, like, live in a castle. But the problem with that is I don't want a big house. I don't understand, like, these millionaires and billionaires who have these huge houses. Like, celebrities, they have these giant houses that they barely use. Like, why do you have a $1 billion house with, like, 20 fucking rooms in it when it's just you and maybe your boyfriend or wife or girlfriend, whatever, and, like, one kid? What's the point of that? I know they just get it to show off their wealth and status, but it's such a waste. Such a waste of money. All that unnecessary space, and it's, like, actually really infuriating. Oh my god. Like, every room in my house is filled with shit, but it's, like, necessary shit. I'm ranting about, like, rich people buying these $1 billion houses when it's only, like, usually them and one other person living there. Holds value better than cash. Like, if I had that money, I would want a house made. And it be, like, a cool house, but not, like, over the top. Because, first of all, why would anyone want attention on their house? Why would you want your house to draw attention? Mm-hmm. If you're rich and famous. Like, people will know where you live, dude. Change so many people's lives, but instead they buy 3,000 t-shirts. Yeah. Oh, 3,000. Well, yeah, $3,000 t-shirts. Yeah. I think by 3,000 t-shirts in general, like, that's a lot of shirts. But yeah, like, like, dang, man. I don't even know. I can't stand, like, rich people and their purchases. But yeah, I think if I had $2 million, first of all, I'd make sure my family was taken care of. I'd make sure I was taken care of. I'd make sure my pets were taken care of. And then I would donate a majority of it to, like, animal sanctuaries, I think. But I'd still save some for, like, rainy day money, but because I really just care about animals. I really just want better life for animals. That's me personally. But I really don't need a mansion and, like, a giant pool and why? Anonymous gifter, I can't even thank you. Well, thank you for the 10 subs. Oh my god, another step closer to $2 million. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that. I wish I could thank you with your name, but I understand being anonymous. That means a lot. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll add it to my $2 million fund. I'll get there someday. But thank you so much, I appreciate that. I swear the commands used to work. Dude, I don't even know. I'm gonna be for real, I don't know if I ever put any commands into this channel. I saw a YouTube video of luxury purchases actually made from Chinese factories. Yeah, I saw that too. I literally saw that too. All that shit is literally like, and I'm pretty sure they're selling it at a normal price too. Now that the tariffs are a thing, they like exposed it all, which I think is really nice. Cause it's like, I won't lie, I've been a victim of luxury. I got a luxury hat, a few luxury hats, because I thought they actually looked pretty cool. But I'm never doing that again. I've learned my lesson. But just the fact that a hat, a purse, or shoes is sold for so much money isn't right. That's not right. And it's like a lot of the times, like, the quality isn't as like insane as people think it is. It's usually just like a regular quality purse. And you know, quality is just not the same. Have you seen those like videos of people who find purses or shoes from like the 60s or 80s or just a really long time ago, and the quality is still insane because it's made with real leather, it's made with real materials, it's not fake stuff and cheaply made, and they still hold together. Sure, there's wear and tear, but that happens with everything, but it's still good quality. It doesn't disintegrate like a lot of the stuff people sell nowadays. And it's not even just clothing, it's like houses, shit like that, you know, like quality has gone down so much. People just don't care. They don't want to use good, sturdy materials. They want to use cheap shit because they don't feel like putting all that money into it. It's disturbing. Quality just keeps going down when it comes to every single thing. You still have access to the bot? Alright, good, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna be for real, I genuinely don't know how to go to the bot and like do bot stuff. All I do when it comes to like Twitch and Streamlabs, I just open Streamlabs and I turn the stream on. So yeah. My throat hurts so bad. But yeah, oh my god. Is there any way I could get insurance on liposuction actually, since it is like a medical problem I'm having? Because I know you can't really get insurance on like cosmetic stuff like boob job or nose job or whatever, I'm pretty sure. But it's like, if this is an actual problem, then like it should get removed and insurance should cover that, right? Or am I really stupid? Should I Google that? Medically necessary to improve functionality. Oh wait, this is an AI overview, that's disgusting. Hold on. And I can't even enter the page, alright. Never mind, I guess. I'll just go fuck myself. Yeah, people be buying name brands. That's actually... I think Riot Games is literally doing exactly that, where they're like... See, the thing is, they're like, people buy those $500 skins. I have FOMO and I did that, okay? I regret it. I will say I was a reckless spender. I've admitted that I spend recklessly. But in the gacha shit too with Riot, it's like, fuck you. And the thing is, they're gonna keep going. They're not gonna stop because people buy the shit out of that. Really rich people buy the fuck out of those expensive skins. And it's like, once I realized, like, it's just pixels on a screen, I got so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I actually did that. But it's like FOMO, because it's like, oh, the skin will never be released ever again. You can have it, and you can flex on others. And it's like, dude, if I wore that Ari skin in a lobby, I'd be so embarrassed, especially since I suck at Ari. I should never have... If you say pretty please, they'll probably let it slide. I hope so. Pretty please. May you cover my lipodema surgery. That's so sad. It's possible to insure anything with a private company, like how celebs insure their money makers. What does that mean? Are you in the closet? Okay, who's in the closet? I'm actually kind of scared. I don't want to get up though, because my ass is gonna... I think I'm gonna die, probably, but... Yeah, because Cartman's in the corner. He's not making all that noise. Hi, baby. Are you pooping? He loves pooping in that corner. God damn it. Here. Oh, I scared him. I'm sorry. You can see his little butt, though. As a jungler, if I see the expensive Ahri skin on the enemy team, they get ganked repetitively. And I praise you for that. That is A+. Like, yes. Very good. Keep doing that. Yeah, because I regret it so badly. Like, that is so embarrassing that I did that. Singers who insure their voice. Oh, so they get insurance for specific things, you mean? Are gank magnets good? Good, I'm glad. Oh god, because that shit's crazy. I'm a victim of League of Legends. FOMO. You want to sell your League account? I totally understand that. How much would you sell it for? No. I just want him to be happy. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna be really upset if I get another bunny and he hates her. But it's like, I need to do something to make him happy. But I just don't know. People were mass banning Ahri when the skin came out. I think I heard about that. I think that's really funny. That is really funny. I'm so tired. How old am I? I'm about to be 22 next month. I'm gonna be 22 next month. That's actually crazy. I'm literally gonna be 22 next month. Oh my god, I'm gonna be 22 next month. I'm so fucking old. I'm practically freaking in the dirt right now. Oh my god, I'm such an old person. Oh, no. Please. Please. I'm so old. Oh my god, I'm ancient. Ugh. I was banning Ahri as well. I love that for you. So young. Julie, hush. You're younger than me. I'm an old lady. Oh my god, I've got 1 foot in the grave. I think I've got 2 feet in the grave at this point, and my head's sticking out because I'm old. I'm 22 and I'm old. Guess how old you'll be next year. Don't make me say that. Don't make me say it. No. Don't. Oh my god, I'm gonna be old. I remember when I was 3 years old. Those were the good days. I had one of those chocolate Easter bunnies under my pillow. I hid it there. And after my parents went to bed, I would pull it out from under the pillow and eat it. And then put it back in there. Yeah. 3 years old. Ugh, those were the golden days. What happened? Say that when you reach 30. Oh. You're 25, rip. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm gonna be 21 for the rest of my life. You can, here, why don't you steal my 21? And I will be 1 year old. I'll just go back to being a baby. You can have all of my life force or something. But you have to change my diaper. That's a part of the deal. You gotta change my diaper. And I will throw up on you. I'll take care of you. You know something I used to do? So, when I was really young and my mom would bathe me in the shower, I used to pee on her. I used to like aim my pee. My poor mom. I don't know why I did that. I literally, because I thought it was so funny and she'd get so mad. What is wrong with me? Why did I do that? I used to pee on her for the memes. You know what's coming, Julie. How do you remember that? I don't know. I remember really weird things from my childhood that are not so great, but yeah, I remember the first time I started showering by myself. I didn't know what was what, so I'm pretty sure I used body soap as like shampoo or something. Bunny. Yeah, that's gonna be you, Julie. I'm gonna start pissing on you. Homemade water pistol. No, like, actually, because I would, like, I'm pretty sure I'd cup my hand. So, you know how you can do water tricks in the shower? Have the water run down your arm and it, like, is like you're water bending? I used to do that with my piss. On my mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. I should apologize for that. I'm gonna call her after the stream and apologize for peeing on her. On purpose. You're ready? Alright. I'm ready too. This is just like the bunny on your floor. True, I've been pissed on by a bunny, but it wasn't by him or any of like the bunnies I've owned. I went with my friend to, for her to adopt a bunny a few years ago. And I was holding one of them. And she just started pissing on my titties. And the breeders, the rabbitry people, had to give me one of their shirts. They donated their shirt to me, and I had to wear it on the ride back to the house. But yeah, she straight up just started pissing all over me. It was stinky and sticky. But yeah, he's a good boy. He's never pissed or even pooped on me. Which is really sweet, actually. He's like, he'll piss and poop on like the couch or whatever, but he's never done that to me. He's like a little baby. Yeah, she chose me to piss on it. Oh my god, it's parallels, guys. Parallels. The me and the bunny is like my mom and me. That's like revenge. The bunny was getting revenge from my mom. No, that was so funny. Yeah. What the hell? What is my life? Look at him. He's so adorable. I love him. He's so baby. He's so baby. Look at him. I love him. He's so adorable. He's so adorable. I love him. I love him. Look how small. Look how small he is. It actually warms my heart so much. Look at that little thing. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is just like the bunny on your floor. Did I already read that? I think I already read that. She chose you, the circle of piss. Alright, I mean, yeah. You know, one time I had a sleepover. Julie knows this story because we thought about recreating it. One time at, a sleepover I had with my childhood best friend. So, do you guys know what Jones soda is? Jones? It's like this soda, that's in kind of in the shape of like a soda bottle, or like a beer bottle. It's this story, yeah. I still want to recreate this with you, baby. But I look like Michael Jackson there too, didn't I? But yeah. So we used to like drink this Jones soda, like a whole pack of it, and like pretend to be drunk. We'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm so drunk. I'm drinking Jones soda." I'm so drunk right now. And I used to be really scared of leaving my room in the night. So like whenever I needed to go to the bathroom and be like, come with me, I'm scared, like the demons are gonna get me, which I mean true. And she'd be like, no, I don't want to go with you to pee. And I was like, bruh. So I decided, even though I had a full bladder, literally dying to pee, I was like, alright, I'm gonna go to bed. So we go to bed, we share the bed, and I wake up. I'm pretty sure this was on 4th of July, by the way. I wake up and I peed myself in my sleep, and it peed in the shape of a heart. It actually peed in the shape of a heart. Just like that. And I peed on her as well. But it's happened to me before where I went to someone else's sleepover. And I had to share a bed with this girl. Like a little air mattress, I think. And she peed on me. So, yeah, she pissed on me. So, again, revenge. Yep, thanks God. Thank you, karma. Yeah, but I'm still looking to pee a heart with Julie Boo. On a certain someone's bed. We'll do it eventually, girl. We'll do it eventually. I promise. We'll get some Jones soda. I'm pretty sure Jones soda. Yeah, pure cane sugar water. Yeah, that shit has so much sugar. But it tasted really good. My favorite was the cream soda. But anyway, that was when I was like 9 or 10 years old. I used to also play in the ditch. When I was a kid. Yeah. I used to swim around in the ditch and play with my dolls in there. Pretty sure I told you guys this before. And one time in my neighbor's ditch, I stuck my whole face into the water for fun. Dude, I probably have so many parasites inside of me still. But yeah. I was kind of a crazy child. I'll work at Mr. PP's. Who the hell is Mr. PP? I'm a Mrs. PP. Look at that bunny. He's so cute. Let me eat him. Oh! I ate him. But yeah, I was a really disgusting child. I also didn't believe in showers. You know what caused me to start showering when I was a kid? I only started showering because I saw this article about this man who hadn't taken a shower in like 80 years. And he was covered in dirt and grime. And that just like rewired my brain, and I started showering after that. And then eventually I found out that you did have to wash your butthole. My butthole was always itchy. I'm pretty sure I had like pinworms in my butthole all the time. But yeah, I just didn't know anything about like sanitization. Yeah, I would treat the ditch like a swimming pool. It was a huge ditch. There's always like snakes and shit in there too. I have problems. To be fair, it's not my parents' fault. They would tell us not to do that, but I didn't listen. I was a wild child, as they say. Yeah, so anyway, that's a little bit about me. How are y'all? I saw you on TikTok a long time ago. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing, Starboy? Welcome. How are you? Hi, Carlisle. I'm just talking about my ditch days. When I used to play in the ditch. Because I was bad. I was a bad child. I was a really terrible child, to be honest. Look at him. He's so cute and little. Oh my god. Wait, get on my palm. Look, I'm holding him on my palm. Look. He's in my palm. He's in my palm. Okay, well, I shower nowadays. I think the only time I've never showered would be, like, nowadays in the past, like, decade. I haven't showered because, it wasn't, like, available to me to shower. So, like, when I stayed overnight, when I was trapped overnight at the airport, and then trapped overnight at one of my friend's house, and, Then when the state turned my water off. But yeah, I shower every single freaking night if I can. Even if I haven't left the house, even if I haven't left bed, I will shower. Okay. Great weekend, fun streams. Well, thank you for stopping by. You're really nice. Can you put your hair over your face for a bit and come out of our screens? How does she do it? I just burped and stuff. Is that how she does it? I sound like a goat. I don't sound like the Grudge. I used to be able to do it really well. Do a sink wash. I'm too lazy for a sink wash. I'll be for real. I'm too lazy. Oh wait, well, when I had my water off, Hi. Oh, he's so cute and little. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh, I love you. Oh my god, I love you. You're so cute. Oh my god, I love him. Peepees. Don't remind me of that. That's like I can't speak. Pace is my childhood. I would love a peepee. A splash town. Bro, that episode was actually funny. I know people think it's like child humor, but I think it's so funny. I think pee-pee and poo-poo is like actually hilarious. And I forever will think it's actually hilarious. What am I doing with my life? I think I just pooped myself a little bit. I don't know. I've been like, I almost pooped myself yesterday in front of a group of people. It started like, I swear to God, it like met my butthole. It almost came out, but it didn't actually. It happened twice, and so I went to the bathroom, but they were taking forever to like leave. And I was like, oh my god, I have to poop so bad. And when I sat down to poop, it took a while to come out, but it was like, it was like chunky with like a bit of liquid. And last night too, I had to poop too, and I was farting like crazy. And then now it's back again, and I almost pooped myself just now. And I bet it's gonna be the same thing. Turtle head poking, bruh. Well, kind of, but barely, because it's like there's still like water in it. It's like watery a little bit, but there's still like chunks. Does that make sense? Have y'all had that before? Anyway, follow me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Thank you, Streamlabs announcement. Crying turtle? Alright, man. Oh, wait, does this link not work anymore? I don't think the TikTok link works anymore. I'll have to look at it next year. Yeah, you should follow me, Julie. I think we'd be great friends. And you should you know, send me pictures of your feet maybe. You don't have to, but you know, if you wanted to. You should add me on Discord. TikTok offline. Are you for real? I'm back. I had to deal with a lady yelling. What? Why? What was she yelling about? Send me pictures of your feet, Julie. Julie Boo, send me pictures of your feet. Maybe I should start doing ASMR. Do you guys want to hear ASMR? I almost just grabbed my bottle of pills and started shaking them. Here. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. ASMR. ASMR. Here, let me. South Park ASMR.
My name is Stan Marsh. I'm from South Park, Colorado, and I like my dog Sparky, and I like my super best friend Kyle. And I'm cool. Look at my hat, it's really cool. And I look angry right now, but I'm chill, actually.
Okay. How was that? Was that good? I should put this up there actually. But he's so cute. He's so cute. I love looking at him. He's so cute right here. Try not to talk about shitting herself. Impossible. True. She stopped in cars yelling at them. For cigarettes? That reminds me of that one Viner from, years ago. Of course, because it was Vine. Where she'd ask for, like, a cigarette. This is funny. South Park ASMR. Wait, that was actually really good. Julie, someone said I look like Miss Ellen. Here, let me show you. I'm pretty sure I showed you the Miss Ellen episode, did I not? Julie. Miss Ellen. Maybe I should do South Park ASMR. Maybe I should read the scripts. Here, let me, what's the thing called? Oh. Sorry, Stan! Hold on, I'm gonna do some South Park ASMR. Okay.
I think I know the answer.
What's Lily doing?
I think I know the answer, Mr. Garrison. Me. Shut up, fat boy. Hey, don't call me fat, you fucking Jew. Eric, did you just say the F word? Jew. No, he's talking about fuck. You can't say fucking school, you fucking fat ass. Why the fuck not? Eric. Dude, you just said fuck again. Stanley. Fuck. Kenny.
Does that sound good? Wait. Oh, I thought I could move his head. I can't. Looks like Mikey Madison with that hair. In what world? I feel like I don't, though. She's beautiful, though. She's so beautiful. Bye, Cammy. Thank you for hanging out. Wow, it's like I'm watching an episode of South Park. I should have done the accents.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
I'm so bad at accents. Can you do Tally?
Wanna get high?
I always say that to my friend. Wait, what is that? What is this? What happened? Why'd you clip that, Julie? I don't even want to watch it. I'm so annoying. The links work for me. I don't know why they don't work for me then. Oh yeah, I could do the poop. Mr. Hanky. Oh my god. Mr. Hanky body pillow.
Anyhow.
I hate Mr. Hanky's first episode. How he like put poop all over Kyle's face. I actually genuinely hated that. I hated that. Thank you, Julie, for clipping my unproudest moments. Do you miss the meta? I don't watch streamers. I do not watch Twitch streamers. But back then, if I did it, then yes, that would have been a cool era. And I would have been the only one who actually likes South Park instead of using it for views. Yeah, I'm a real fan. I'm not a fake fan, unlike some people. Yeah, I'm a real fan. Check me out. Look at my shirt. It says Kyle. It's literally a Kyle shirt. I'm literally wearing a Kyle shirt. Look at that. I love South Park. These other people can't see me talking. These other people don't like South Park like I like South Park. I love South Park, okay? I do. I freaking love South Park. Thank you for the hydrate. I love that you reference your shirt. So, oh yeah. Oh, I also have this stuff in the back. Who's that in the back? Who's that in the back? Look at all my Kennys. This is autographed, by the way. My mom got that for me. Yeah. Look at my Kyle shirts. That's Kyle. I love Kyle. I love Kyle. You know what I love about you, Julie? I love that you're you and you're so hot. And you're you and you're good looking and you smell good. I love smelling you, Julie. I haven't seen all the episodes. Why? Just watch them. Chat, I think she likes South Park. Oh my god, Julie, you know me so well. You know, I got an autograph. I bought one online. Not to me, but I got an autograph from the voice actress for Bebe. I love Bebe. Oh my god. I literally love Bebe. I also entered this like competition that the voice actress for Sheila is doing, but I'm pretty sure I didn't win because she didn't like my comment. And I'm really sad. I'm really sad. Because I want the autograph. Ugh. I wish I could like meet them for realsies. Yeah, you better be blushing, Julie. I'll make you blush even harder than that, baby. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, I need to go now. I need to call my mom and apologize for pissing on her. I do feel bad. It's kind of funny though, but I feel bad. Anyway, I really do need to see a doctor for the rocks under my skin. You know, I feel like Rocks Under My Skin would be a good name for like a metal band. Rocks under my skin. But that's just me personally. I think that's cool. Yeah. Rocks under my skin. Rocks under my skin. That's my condition. I have rocks under my skin. I listen to them. Okay, well, it's gonna be a cover band. And they're only gonna cover South Park music. Well, Kyle's mom's a bitch. I think that'd be fun, right? Okay, I'm gonna go now, and I'm only gonna say bye to Julie. I don't know if she's still here, but bye, Julie. I love you. The rest of you can suck it. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm just kidding again. Thank you for being so freaking good looking, Julie. Thank you. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, everyone say bye to Julie. And I'm not gonna say bye to any of you people. Only Julie, my wife. My wife. Bye.